Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to some Lobotomy Corporation. Yeah, we are continuing to truck on with this. I think we're definitely getting closer to some sort of, well, I guess over the 2/3 hump of the game, I should say, you know. Oh, sorry, because we are on day 31. I had to check. It's been, again, not because we've specifically skipped the bottom or anything, but it's been a week since we last played again. So, yeah, I think, I say, from what I remember, we are essentially just training up some agents this time, because our next meltdown isn't until day 36, so it's just about making sure that our kind of squad, as it were, is in tip-top condition. Now that we've done all those, like, various different quests and whatnot. Oh yeah, because we just had to do the midnight quest for, Gibura. That was spooky. Although, to be fair, I did get the big laser, which is actually, I think, not that bad at all. I think there are, like, if I may be so bold, I think there are, like, dusk ordeals that are easier than that midnight one. Like, I swear I lose more people to the robot factories than I do the big laser. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. I hope everyone's doing well, anyway. I don't mind telling you that I have had a day. Like, whew. It has been very full on my old bones, I must say. Current Dreamer, nice to see you. Hi there. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I was just saying that I personally have had a hecky of a day, shall we say. And I'm actually quite looking forward to kind of just sitting down and, you know, doing some nice, simple agent training. I think it's going to be really good. Once I can get the rotations and that worked out. But that's something I'll kind of get onto more once I'm in game. Because I think I've been... I've not been paying attention to, like, how I can do my rotations more efficiently when I'm just training a couple of agents. And that's definitely something I can work on. So I've got, you know, like... not really some new ideas, but an evolution, maybe. A slight side grade to some of the old ideas. And I'm hoping they're going to make things run a bit more smoothly so that we can get some of this, you know, just like, yep, okay, you're going here, you're going here. You know, get your stats, get out type thing. Done and dusted. But yeah, I'm considering I want to try and get to day 36 by the end of this stream. And the days are long now. I suppose we should hop right in. Now, I'm going to hope that it's saved that I've put people in training. If not, then, oh no. Excuse me. Because I had some people's names that I wanted to... it has not saved them. That is upsetting. Okay, right. Well, you lot are like... You're 4s and 5s. You're like basically there now. So I'm going to take all of you off training. Kim apparently died in the last one. All of information apparently... No, not all of information. Most of information apparently fucking died. Melanom died. I thought this midnight ordeal went alright. Orga died? How many fucking people died? Jesus. Alright. Well. Tedrick, I'm putting you in charge of disciplinary. And I'm putting... Tash and Haru in there as well. And Kim can go there. There must be past day 37. It's not even 36. Okay. And then we need to expand. That's level 5. We might be able to get these done a day earlier, perhaps. But I'm not 100% on that. It could be that they're both just going to say, yeah, now you have to... No, because I guess it would be core suppression conditions. But you also can't attempt a core suppression on a memory imprint day, so... I guess these are kind of in step with that. Right, okay, I'm going to hire some people. Because I had some chatters last time. Yeah, I think the middle layer is all day 37. Yeah, it seems to be like that. Because the earliest it seems after I could do... After upgrading both departments to level 5 would be 36, I think. But... Obviously, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Because 36 will be an imprint day, so I can't actually do it then. As the game says. Right, I believe we had Antipixel, we had... We had... I'm going to remember them. We had Gremory. Sure I can fit their name in. There we go. we had, what are we calling it? I have to go check my VOD, aren't I? Hold on. Let me go quickly pull the VOD up so I can remember what my last set of agent names were that didn't save again. Right, let's have a look. We are here, and we are here. I get the link, there we go. Then it was oh, Current Dreamer, it was also you in there, yeah. Let's put you in there then. Okay. Right, let's get you in there. As soon as I can find the right tab again. Sorry, I've clicked through like 17 different tabs being like, where is it? Right, there we are. Here's the game. So, current... Why have you started with nothing there's armor on, huh? What's that about? Huh? Visual bug. Right, okay. I thought you were just goated with it for a second. Okay, anyway. Because that last nugget you selected had the armor. Right, I see. Well, let's put you back in there, and let's put Zenki back in here. And then 4 for now should do, I think. And literally our goal today is just get you 4 trained up, and for once not sacrifice you for the sake of, like, ordeals or stuff. We are going to need a bit of an ego kit reassignment. And in fact, I might take this opportunity while we're having a nice chill stream to just reassign, like, everyone's everything. So... I say that, actually. I think Control can probably stay as they are, because I want them to be our kind of, like, aces in the hole, as it were. So what we've got? We've got black, we've got white, we've got red, so you need pale, so you need life for a daredevil. There we go. That can be done. All of information, and in fact all of everyone else, I need to kind of assess a bit more, because... Yeah, do I want to, like, undo all of them, though? I mean, half of them are undone anyway. So I guess it's not actually the biggest deal if I, like, make sure everyone just has, like, nothing. If there's a quicker way to clear these, like a shortcut that I'm missing, let me know. But I don't know of one, so I'm just going to be doing it this way. Yeah, okay, I don't need to click on them twice. Okay, so that's all of your gear cleared. Now we just need to do armor. Okay, so that's all 3 of you cleared, and then Central Command. Yeah, you know, let's spruce up Central Command a bit. Because there are some people whose, like, stats, I need to, like, send them into certain abnormalities. But their armor is, like, fucking them over at the minute. So I think doing a bit of this is, like, not bad at all, actually. Yeah. Okay, you lot there. Now, same for weapons. Let's make sure you've all not bringing anything in. For the moment, anyway. We have 2 Letitia guns? Well, that was like a one-time thing. Okay. We have 2 of them, apparently. 2. Almost there. Except I appear to have kept you on this for some reason. You've got nothing. And you 2 have nothing. Right. Okay, a nice fresh slate to work with for everyone except Control. So, name of the game here is look at people's stats, look at what they need, look at how we can give that to them. So Tom needs Fortitude. Fortitude can be given by working with... I think it's, like, pretty good on this, and you don't really need, like, much specialist armor to do it. Like, this does black damage, I guess, but also it's HE, do we care? Like, what it really probably should be examining more is our wars and what they need. We've got a war that deals red, another war that deals red, and a war that deals white. So, I guess our A-lefts deal white and red. So, don't really bother with things that resist black at the minute. I mean, obviously we're going to want some in there, I tell a lie, we've got black damage on this wall here as well. So, yeah, don't fully abandon that. What do you train again? You train, like, everything except temperance. Okay, that's useful. But anyway, Tom needs red. I'm going to make the call then to... Oop, hang on. Let's not do that. Ego list, that's the one we're looking for. I'm going to make the call to give them... let's see, as head of information... I'm feeling... We don't... Well... Resist the black, I guess. This has traditionally been Mason's armor, but... I think we can maybe get some Mason's a bit better and Tom can take this. Justice is like air as well, so it kind of makes sense to give them a ranged weapon. I'm feeling like Engulfing Dream. And then we want to make sure we've got some good kind of spreads of armors within the... Well, actually, no, I tell a lie. We don't want good spreads of armors in the department, because then I have to, like, separate them all out manually, and that's a pain in the fucking ass. We just want to say, okay, what is this department weak to? This department is weak to red. So, is there anything that, like, is super weak to red? It's probably, like, a way easier way of doing this. Ooh. That's interesting, okay. Very interesting, okay. So we probably want to put, like, maybe the rest of you in Solitude bits. And then Tom in here. Which actually makes Tom the least red weak person in the department, which is quite funny. And then, as far as weapons go, you always want a spread of weapon damages within the department. So we're going to take... let's see. Nothing too dangerous should be up near information, I would hope. So we can take some, you know, like, maybe a gaze, cover the red damage, maybe, like, another white damage in terms of, like, a sanity stick. And we haven't got any black damage up here, have we? No, so let's take a fragment somewhere. Why not? Right, Mason, as head of safety, you can have something kind of cool, I think. Let's have you in Feather of Honor? No, because safety, the one war they have is black, so we want them to kind of be resistant to black. Maybe this can be, like, weak to white. If we've got anything that fits that sort of a bill. We've got a couple of things that could work for that, actually. Sanguine Desire would be Mason's new fit, and then we could chuck the other three in, like, logging, for example. And I know Mason's Justice is also pretty good, so I want to give them a pretty good weapon there. I'm feeling maybe, Let's have a look here. An Armator, maybe? I don't know about that one. I'm coming back around on it. Maybe an Armator, yeah. We've got a red damage there. We want some good white damage. Let's get a Christmas. We want some good black damage. Let's get the weird touchy stick. And then just, like, I don't know, something else. Melanom can have fucking today's expression, whatever. Just keep her out the fight. I mean, not that actually Melanom has, like, the lowest justice in the department or anything. So maybe Melanom should actually have this, and Maxwell should have, like, the gun. That can work, okay. Cool. Right, you lot are on training, so you don't get anything special yet. You've got to earn that. Oh my god, we lost, like, all of the... I should go and check that we've got the full amounts of armor, because, yeah, we don't at the minute. I can tell you that for nothing. Like, we don't have either of those. We're missing one of those, that's big. Still got both of those, thank the Lord. All of that. We haven't got that. That's going to be... that's still a very good bit of armor. We've lost both our wrist cutters? Okay. Jesus Christ, we got hit hard. We got here... One of those is missing. Still got all of that. Still got all of our Letitia gear. All of that. Child of the Galaxy, I guess, is a black weapon we haven't got anymore. There we are. Iron worker, we're fine. The beak we're missing, I guess. Got those. And I bloody hope we've got the Aleph stuff. Yep, we definitely do. Right, let's now go back to our ego list for the lads and lasses and those betwixt or outside of that spectrum in training. You are all getting basic this, and you're going to be fine with it. Weapons, I'll see what I got left. Right, Augur, Central Command 1. I'm ideally looking for, I think... If I look in Central Command, what kind of abnormalities have we got here? We've got black damage, white damage, but no one works with it anyway. Red damage, big scary, let control handle them. And we've got like red, black, white. Okay, yes, you've got a good mix, really. So having like Central Command be a bit more split up and a bit more, you know, freeform is probably not a bad idea. The same with, actually, I'm going to change my philosophy from up here. Whereas these guys can be like, okay, you're basically all weak to one thing, and I need to keep out of the way of that. Because disciplinary get combat bonuses, it's good to have always someone from disciplinary on site, you know, who has a proficiency in something. I could split Central Command half and half, I guess. I don't hate that idea. But disciplinary gets, like, a special exemption from that, and then everyone else, okay, yeah. Everyone else, I think we do the 2 separate floors of Central Command. So let's, oops. Ego list. Right, so we're going to start with, maybe I should start with disciplinary then, if I'm going to do them a bit different. So Cedric can absolutely take Letitia again. I've got no issue with that. And let's give them, like, a pretty good weapon in, I'm thinking Cobalt Scar. Feeling that's the move. Tasha, on the weapon front, we can give her, I'm thinking Discord. And on the suit front, let's say, we give them both, like, Feather of Honor? Maybe? Weak to black, though, is the only thing. Lines us up for a bit of a fall there. We could have one amateur 1 week, one Feather of Honor. I don't hate that, actually. Because when you're down at this kind of a level, and also, like I say, you're in the firing line, you kind of do need, you need something a bit special down there. Right, now, have we got any good, like, white weapons? I am kind of grieved to say that our best white weapon is, like, probably Engulfing Dream. Which kind of sucks, but alright, alright. I think that's the best we can do. Then, have a look. Have we got any suits that there are, like, 2 of? Just so I can say, like, the heads of department for this. We've got 2 Discords. The only problem with Discord is that it's weak to red, and I don't want to send people who need red, like Augur, into Big Bad Wolf when they're weak to red. Kind of sucks, actually. So maybe I give these 2 Feather of Honor and I give Haru Discord. Then we've got a weak to nothing, essentially. Weak to white, weak to red instead of weak to black. I like that a lot more. And then, yeah, Augur and Anton can get Feather of Honor there. So they're both weak to black at the minute. But like I say, I think the heads can stay like that, and then like the other 2 teams can be weak to red and white, respectively, or something. Which just leaves Katya as our one other head, who, again, I'm kind of don't want to give that to, per se. Maybe I do, actually. Maybe I want to use up my other war armor. Because, like, if it's there, I should probably use it. Which means this department could be... It's, like, slightly weak to red, I guess. We can put these other 2 in Engulfing Dream if we want. That could work. Or we could put them in... Instead of Engulfing Dream, what about... Yeah, Pleasure instead. That could work out better, I think. What else we got knocking around here? We've got gazes. They're, like, pretty solid, honestly. Maybe we have, like, 2 people in gaze. Like, we're gonna... We need 2 people in Black Swan, actually. Yeah, you know what? It's a little deviation, but okay, so you 2 are... Gaze is really good for HEM. That's what I'm thinking, yeah. It's like, you may as well use it because, like, kind of not having a distinct weakness across the board being one of the only things that resists. I don't know if you know, but some suits and weapons have unique properties. I know of some of them, which is why I've not given anyone Magic Bullet, because it's a bastard. We're not doing that. But yeah, I'm just kind of getting the suits configured at the minute. Let's give 2 of you, like, Harvest, I guess. I'm just looking for pairs now. 2 of you Pleasure, and 2 of you, Galaxy? Yeah, why not? So, that means both our departments are, let's see, 1 weak to black, not really weak to anything, 2 weak to black, not, okay, weak to red. Okay, maybe I don't want, like, 6 of my, Gaze has only upside on, like, Magic Bullet. Ooh, okay. Have a look. While zoomed in on an employee wearing this armor, the employee's defense will be improved and their justice will rise by 10. Oh, shit. Okay. Huh. Kind of wish I had 4 of it now, but oh well. Right, maybe... It kind of... Kind of is a bit weird for me to be doing this, I guess, but maybe I actually don't want our Galaxy and I want fragments from somewhere instead. Because just think having that many things weak to black is like asking for issues later on down the line. Yeah, I'm going to make the executive decision to have you both be fragments from somewhere. Which means now all I need to do is arm the lot of you. So, Katia, I think, yeah, the best thing we can give you at this point is probably Discord. Also, I just realized, somewhere down here I said, like, this is wrist cutter not better than this? Like, 2 to 3 very fast plays 1 to 2 ranged. And, like, reasonably fast. Yeah, 1 to 2 very fast and ranged. Okay. So, Kind of happy sticking on that. We did give you Discord, right? Yes, we did. Although... yeah, no, this is the play. This is the play. And then we're gonna have could I be both having Blacks or Letitia? No, I think 2 people in Central Command should have Letitia. Let's be fair here. We've already got black. We don't need black damage. We need like a red and a white. Let's have we have not got many red weapons, Jesus. Okay, we'll work on the white weapon then, which is going to be... Because we're out of Engulfing Dream, I think it is going to have to be Wrist Cutter. And then... Yeah, giving someone Beak just seems off. Seems very off. You know what, let's break our own rules a bit. Let's just give them another black weapon. Yeah, we're going to be slightly, like, lopsided on damage here, but I'm sure we'll work it out. So. Then we need... I think our heads of department should have the Letitias for sure. Although dealing black damage while weak to black... Yeah, I'm sure it's fine. Gazes, I guess, can take logging. Then... harvests can take, so we got what, like, black, red. We got 2 more wrist cutters? No. Oh, that's so annoying. Yeah, no, okay, this makes more sense to do wrist cutters here, actually. Which means one of you is now without a weapon. We need to give you a white weapon. You're getting the other Christmas, I guess. Less for, like, its efficient statage, and more because I like things being even. Okay, then you 2 are gonna get, what we got? Black, red, white. Just what else have we got good weapons of, for to be fair? We've got 2, harvests that would come in handy. And finally... Actually, no, I feel like the harvest should be on these 2. And then maybe you two can take, like, Solitude. Get some revolvers in there. Is there anything I've left out that's, like, super important? No, actually. I think that's us fully kitted. Alright. Hey. God, it's nice to have all that kind of nicely laid out now. I guess there's some, like, little things I could put onto these guys. Like, just want to give them all sanity sticks. Why not, you know? In case one of them goes mad, the rest of them can turn around and just be like, hey, stop that. Means it's time to begin management. On day 31, right. So, what we need to do is, first off, let's just, you know, do the obvious here and run a control team down to near our A-lifts in case they melt down. Then we need to establish a pattern for all of our abnormalities at the minute. What do I mean? We don't really care your tech. We only really care about training on HGs and above. So, Letitia is black damage and it's pretty good, like temperance. We do need temperance trainers, I think. That's always what you want to start with, because then once you've got your temperance sign up, we can get in with Porcubus. So Zenki is going to go and work with Letitia down here. In fact, we might even be able to do this like even easier and not have to like loop things if we can just find 4 good temperance trainers. Sending people to work with Yin is sketchy at the minute. Schadenfreude trains everything but temperance. Can't work with you too many times because people are too smart. Level 3 or higher, yeah. And we start at level 3, so that's everyone. If I gave someone red resist armor, I could maybe do that, but no, again, it's risky. Because I don't really want to have to windmill around these two any more than I have to. It just kind of... okay. Okay, so one of you works with the T-shirt. Current Dreamer, you can go and work with Child of the Galaxy, I assume. Okay, maybe we look at this a different way. We had send 2 off to work Temperance today, 2 off to work something else. Like, what are our other HEs in the department? Schadenfreude can do Justice, and so can Magic Bullet. So, Gremory, you're going to sit up here. And Antipixel, you're also going to sit here. And then I can essentially just bash out the same, like, for every time. So we've got down here, I believe it is Zenki. Then Current Dreamer is working up here. And then Schadenfreude is with whoever will turn up there in a second. Antipixel. There we go. Which leaves Gremory, who is walking through here currently, to work with Freischütz. There we are. Right. So yeah, we let that rock, you know, however many times we need to. Maybe do a little bit of other work here and there, although I don't think it'll be too necessary. It'll be just based on if anyone in Central Command needs a bit of a stat buff, because I saw someone who had, like, fucking 60 on one of their stats, and I was like, that's very poor. Like, we can absolutely do better than that. Oh, damn, this Freischütz guy kind of hurts. We all done down here? Not quite. Now we're done down here. So, yeah. Scavenge. If anyone did need to work with Big Bad Wolf, like, what we got, 100, 175? Kind of. Again, this is why it's good we swap the armor around, because we can do this now, and it's fine. 67. Like, I'm just kind of looking for no low numbers. Wow, Mason's kind of goated. Yeah, 68 plus 9 insight on London is kind of abysmal. Like, London, we need to do something about that. So, assuming that you don't eat complete shit to this. Where'd you go? You are weak to white. Of course you are. That is upsetting. Although it does mean you can maybe work yin up here, because that's black damage instead, so... Yeah, you know what? Okay, London, in there. Let's get you a little bit of a stat up. And then, whoever it was, I think it was Igor who had 75 health. Go in there. And then when Schadenfreude's called down, we'll send our training department. How's the corporation going, CEO Winchester? Eureka! Nice to see you. Haven't seen you in here in a little while. Yeah, it's not going all that bad, thanks. I'm on a stint of about 5 days where for once everything isn't on fire. And I'm doing some nice, peaceful, like, training up my agents. Alright, can I remember the 4? I think Zenki was here, right? Let's have a look. Zenki was here. But yeah, how's your day been? And we've got... It was... Just check. Yeah, it was Current Dreamer. And then Schadenfreude. Okay, I'm going to get these down. Was Antipixel and Gremory was here. There we are. Chuck those 4 in. For a spell. Again, no real need to work our Aleph here. The only thing we might want to do actually is work them a couple of times. Just so that we don't have to deal with anything like higher than a Dawn ordeal. Because I'm not about that, really. I don't have to deal with Dusks and shepherding the new recruits around that. It's just a pain. Hey, we love to see it. Had a good day so far. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. Yeah, like I say, I was telling Chat earlier, I've had a long one today, shall we say. Just, it's been very long. But I'm all done with it now, and like I say, just ready to do some nice, chill agent training. I think maybe we should... Yeah, I'm going to send the goats, as it were, to go and work their respective Alephs once. Okay, no, I'm going to send Chris to work his, and then I'm going to wait. Because, if we do them both, then we get the meltdown. We don't get, like, the minus percentage reset. That made more sense in my head. Hold on. If we do them both, then we'll go into this, like, next meltdown before they've finished, which means that after the end of it, they'll both be at minus, whereas I can do this, I can get the minus now, and then it can be reset by just sending someone to work something else. So we can, example for now, do another rotation. I'm going to get it right. So we have Zenki, Bremer, Pixel, and Gremory. And then we can just go see what's melting, which can only be on this bottom floor. We have Letitia, and we have the bird. Sure, someone can go and fuck with the bird, I guess. Does anyone need insight? Actually, there's one of you who needed insight. You can vibe to the Lobo music to de-stress, unless it's meltdown music. Yeah, meltdown music's freaky. But the rest of it, yeah, I can get behind that. Hey, you are weak to red, but this is a Teth. I literally don't care. Quite frankly, if you die to a Teth, then that's God's will. I'm moving on without you. Also, you can get there in like a reasonable amount of time. That would also be great. Right, so see, now we haven't got the minus next to our nothing there. So now I can go and send Control to go and net us a nice tasty stack of points. Yeah, obviously our free work in there. As soon as this finishes, I'll probably send people back in to go and deal with it again, because again, it's free work. There we are. So let's attachment. Let's get Zenki back in there. Can have some people with some jacked whatever stat I've chosen for them. I can say 2 for attachment, 2 for justice, and then we'll do tomorrow being like probably attachment and instinct, and then we'll just kind of leapfrog them along from there in these pairs. Right, repression on you, and repression on you. Is there anyone else who needs to do anything? There were a couple of other little ones that I do want to push again here and there. So Igor, Big Bad Wolf, wherever Igor's gone. Where's she gone, actually? And then London was working insight up here. That was the other one. Just, again, we want to make sure we've got all of our stats as topped off as we can. Try and keep... It's very difficult to hold everyone at the... Oh, I need to get that off my screen. Not today, Schadenfreude. Not today. But yeah, what was I going to say? So not everyone can be level 5, I think, without me doing some, like, insane kind of, like, micromanagement. But this should be good enough that most people's stats are, like, good enough. What we're aiming for. Oh, wow, you kind of ate shit on that one, huh? Well, alright. So this leaves us with 2. So I'm thinking, again, we just want to pick someone who can work with, like, a HE. So, for example, who needs, well, who needs what, actually, is probably a better idea. Acacia and Kim both wouldn't mind intemperance training, but let me guess, they're weak to white, and yeah, sure enough. I guess they want temperance though, and they're resistant to red. We can literally just send them over to Big Bad Wolf and like be fine. So let's have 76. Oh boy, yeah, we need to get you down there. Need to get you down there immediately. That will not do. And then, like I said, Dawn Meltdown. I suppose I ought to call the training guys back. Just so that we can have, you know, like one department full of people dealing with a certain threat and then going on. So like that. I'll also call Control back for the time being, although they're going to, like, pretty easily, like, mince whatever happens at the top floor. And then I've got to make sure that Central Command isn't so split that, like, we have multiple... Because I think this is Jesters, which means I really need to make sure these 2 corridors are, like, covered. Now, Disciplinary can cover this corridor, because quite frankly, I don't care if the bird gets out, we lose boxes for it. Welfare might be a bit more split. But also, I'm, like, making, like, this is a big plan for, like, a Dawn ordeal, and, like, it doesn't really have to be. Let's do... Ooh, I don't know. Surely someone can work with Firebird. Like... Cedric, yeah, there you go. Go get yourself some health. For some reason you don't have any. Well, it does pull one person off. It pulls one person off Disciplinary, but that's not a bad place to pull them off of, because as I just said, they're, like, relatively, not stretched anyway. So we should all be fine. Do excuse my yawning. Oh, this isn't, Jesters. It's Slugs. Okay, well, that's actually better then. Like, I'll probably keep these guys up here, but everyone else can just have a field day. Like, it actually doesn't matter. Right. You lot go there. You lot go there. I trust you 2 to take down them. Then I've already said you lot go here, you lot go here, and you lot go here, right? Which means once controller information's done, whoever mops up first. Looks like it's going to be information. Yeah, not much in it, actually. Fine, you can both go down to training. And then, yeah, the rest of this should just be kind of fairly menial. There we go. Right. Okay, we're 50% of the way there. We've got 4 meltdowns coming next, which is not a problem. Send everyone back to their departments just so I can kind of reorganize. Yeah. So, Control, get back down here so I can send you to work with, like, Aelux. Go. Send you to here. And then we need to redistribute. So Zenki, you are absolutely down by here. What we got? I think it was... I guess it doesn't really matter. aside from where current is, to be fair, but... Current and grammar down there, and anti-pixel over here. Sure. Right. Do a bit of that. And as soon as they arrive in position, or at least vaguely near it... oh. Also, the bird is here. But it's like, cool, whatever. Don't particularly mind. Right, so now our rotation looks like Zenki here. Current Dreamer, we still want you on here. Then Gremory here. There we are, yeah, and it kind of... That works out a bit more nicely, actually. Anti-pixel here. Give them a bit of a swap. Oh, and get Schadenfreude off my screen before I forget. The only thing really that I don't have to watch out for at the minute is just keep him off your screen. And get some of these delicious, delicious stats. The burb looks cute, but did we just trap a real burb? I mean, to be fair, I don't know, where is he at the minute? The bird is currently punching my employees. Like, sir, stop, please. Can you not? This is just irritating. It's not actually, like, doing anything. Oh, are you going home now? Are you quite done? Well, I'm glad that's happened. It's like, could you maybe not? Right, I think we've got enough room in the tank to do another full rotation here. So let's have you there. There we go, Dreamer there. Memory there, and I've gone the wrong way. There we go. Right. Is he flown back home yet? I sure hope so. Ooh. What armor have you got on? Discord in like the kind of the red lighting looks really good actually. Like that's a snazzy setting look of armor. Oh, he's tiny. He's just a bird. Birds tend to be tiny. He's just a little guy who gets a bit mad if you work with other abnormalities, so he goes and punches people for, like, barely any damage. But, yeah, he's there, you know. He's doing his thing. Right. I think what I want to do is send someone to work with Big and Woolly Bad Wolf, so let's send Igre there. And then wait for that to finish, and then, you trapped the real bird in the hell basin. What the heck, Artie? Look, I didn't know he was the real bird when I first got him. You know. Yeah, he's a real bird as long as you don't try and hit him back, and then he's, like, actually quite hard to deal with. But, yeah. But, you know, it's... I just want something normal down here that isn't, you know, the blean, fucking... Quentin Tarantino abnormality. Yeah. Like... right. And then, who was I going to send up? Oh, that's it. I was going to send... London to work inside up here? I think it was, yeah. Right. And then we have a meltdown here, which is Child of the Galaxy, Black Swan, Big Bad Wolf. It said 4. Where's the 4th? Ah! Yeah, that's kind of fairly important we get on that one, actually. Go work with Blue Star. May as well just do a work with this to make sure we're making tons of PE boxes actually already, but you know, does it ever hurt to have more? Igre, you have got a face. Huh. Did you not have that before? I thought you had the mask on. I could be wrong. Okay, right. Then let's set our normal rotation for the training team going here. Just power level those stats as best as we can. Go. All of that going there. We do need someone to work with Dream of a Black Swan, so I'm looking for... Oh, they are... Well, one of them's displeased, but the rest of them are fine. Right, so we need someone who can do, like, any kind of work but is resistant to white. Actually, you don't like attachment, right? Of course you don't like attachment, 'cause it's the one stat that would be really useful here. Although, actually, no, I guess it's not actually that useful for either of you. God, everyone's attachment down here is actually kind of really bad. Weirdly. You know what, Susan, come grab some, instinct. And while we're here, let's, yeah, it's not even worth working Woodsman, really. Firebird, on the other hand, we can get someone who needs, yeah, Cedric, come grab some experience with the Firebird here. And then I just need to get Schadenfreude off screen and trust that everything down there is going to go fine. Maybe I'll have a bit of a peek, as best as I can, by just moving myself around here. Okay, so we've made it to Black Swan. All that's doing reasonably. By a quick scan over. Yep. So we've got that. We might actually just make quota before the 6th meltdown, but I'm going to do the 6th meltdown anyway, because, again, we don't want to, like, over-greed, you know, putting people's stats in, but we also don't want to spend, like, ages on a particular day if we're going to be doing 5 of them this evening, you know, making some big strides. How are we looking over here? Looks like we're almost ready to have training do their thing again. Yep, so I'm going to set that off now. Right. Doodly doot. Let's have you here. I guess the only thing about my attachment trainers, as they are right now, is that they're very kind of possessive of who works with them on a given day. Like, once someone works with that one, they basically can't work on anything else without consequences. Of varying levels. But, yeah. Not exactly something you want to deal with, really. Oh, we can send someone to work with Big Bad Wolf again. Well, Igor, get back in there. Since I think we're power leveling your stuff. And London, I want to say we've got enough room to put you back in here as well. There we are. Oops. Schadenfreude was on screen. Don't let that happen. That's bad. Although if you do let it happen, you can also just make sure that it's off screen when your agent fights it, because it doesn't move when you're not looking at it. So your agent's going to kind of just kill it for free if you're not looking at it. Workday complete, yippee! We're not done yet though. We can take a 6 meltdown. What do we? Okay, all of that's done. You know, all right, nothing there. Chill out. Maybe we will send someone to. No, let's not send someone to work out Woodsman because in case it melts down now. Who just worked with Black Swan? One of you. Susan, Instinct, Black Swan. Roger that. Is this wise actually hang about? I feel like there's a better way of doing this. Let's go send someone to work with the fucking... What are you on? Minus 8%? I reckon London can take you again. We're just gonna try and give her some much needed stats. Right, now Blue Noon, I might, you know, like, I might think is a bit more of a pain in the arse. So maybe we don't necessarily go for that one. So, right. First things first. Training. You. And you. And you. And you. There we are. Get those 4 working. Now, I believe we wanted Cedric on Firebird. We wanted Susan on the Swan. We wanted you here. We do need to put Igor. No, not Igor, sorry, Eden. On here. Someone could work some insight. I mean, Yui, I guess. Sure. Someone needs to go and appease the bird. Guess you have 1 less point, so you know what? It's your job now. I don't hugely... We're already at max energy boxes for nothing there, so I don't really care about working that. Yeah, I say let that rock, honestly. Oh, and there's actually it's just the bird. It's fine. Well, it does mean it can't melt down anymore. So that's something. You did fucking scaring me. It's like, oh god, what broke out right now? And it's just, oh, it's just the fucking bird. Okay, we can get one working with a warm-hearted woodsman who didn't melt down all day, by the way. Very, very good of him. Because I can work with this thing exactly once. Now it's just like, okay, the next person who comes in here is fucking dead. Which is, you know, not ideal. Okay, all of us are working out nicely here. We can definitely get one more training rep in, so let's do that. Assuming that training is... Yeah, they're all full healed, so they're ready to go. And do. Can we get 2 more reps in? I think 2 more might be greedy, because like I say, I don't particularly envisage... Fucking bird. Stop it! Please! I'm think that bird calls the rabbit squad too dangerous to be loose. It's too dangerous to be left alive. Oh. Okay. So Schadenfreude also got out. Because I think I was looking at him, I guess, while admiring the bird. That's unfortunate. So we're now going to have to wait for that to be dealt with, which means I don't know what weapon my guy who's stuck in the containment is, but we're just going to kind of have to wait that one out. I blame the bird for this. Okay, if I just give it a pause and a quick peek. What's the situation? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, Gremory, good luck in there. I'm gonna just, like, kind of watch from far away. Actually, can I order you, like, out of there? Is that how that works? I mean, don't get me wrong, you will slowly beat it to death, but, like... Oh, they tag teamed you. They really did. They did it to me. They distracted me with the bird while the thing that might actually kill people, just kind of waddled on out. I just don't quite have enough for another full training run, so I'm going to try and limbo my way around with, like, the camera super zoomed in. Let's get Igor another shot at this. Let's get London. How's the health on that thing looking, buddy? Wow, you are going to be there a while. Good luck with that. Oh, no. Right, London, get back in there. I guess we'll get, like, the other wars also worked with. So Cedric, get in here. And where have your legs gone? Alright, who was even fucking working this before? And what did I... Susan Instinct, thank you. Right, yeah, sure, get in there. And now we're just gonna... I'm gonna see if I can drag, Gremory out of there, because this is gonna be so much faster if I can not have this happen. Are they on the way? In fact, you know what? Training team, all just, like, kind of go back to training. Like, I'm hoping that that will call them all back there. I'm a bit scared to look over at Schadenfreude's containment, but I'm sure... Fuck. I miscounted. This is going very well. Okay. Well, it's only a noon ordeal. But I have just lost track of where all of my trainees are. So, shit. Okay. Right. Not to panic. Not to worry. Right. We're moving you lot there. This is... I have made this significantly more complicated than it needed to be. What do we got? Right. You two on disciplinary and all of, like, control that's just chilling down here will, like, absolutely murk these. I kind of don't want to send you lot in by yourself. And I also need to be careful about this asshole. Now, have you got a clear run back to training is kind of all I really care about. There's going to be... Yeah, there's going to be you guys down here. Fuck, I've really fucked this up. Okay. Right, no, that's, not who we want to be sending down there. Okay. Right. I'm going to just slow things down a bit so I can react if need be. Right, you lot. Can I have you over here with these guys? And I just want to make sure that we're, you know, we're all fighting the good fight at the minute. No one is, like, fucking dying. Ooh, London, hi. Why are you, like, 1v4ing this? You better fucking not be 1v4ing this. See, this is why I need to keep tabs on things. London, what are you fucking oh, it's because you just walked out into that. Right, no. There's been a slight change of plan, London. But please fucking don't face tank 4 of them. Actually. There we are. Because, yeah, they're just going to heal off that, and then... You know, I guess the rest of the departments here, you can do that. We are, once again, in the business of face-tanking things that we really should not be. How's the fight going down here? Okay, decent. But that's 2 Aleph weapons on that, so... You know, if that doesn't beat a noon event, then fuck me running, quite frankly. Nuggies. Aubrey Nancy, yes. Nuggies, I am trying to keep alive. Although, you'd be honestly hard-pressed to say how I'm doing that at the minute. Because, Lord Almighty, I'm fucking this up. Right. Just keep an eye on people's healths. Is anyone in danger? And is training team back at training yet, actually? How many have we got in the coop? We've got Gremory, we've got Anti. Don't know where they are. Please tell me you're just, like, walking up through here. Okay, Zenki's walking up through here. I could not fucking tell you where, Are you not doing alright down here, by the way? Seems to be, yeah. Just want to know where, Ooh, spooky. I just want to know where... Oh, wait. Okay, there we are. So that's current Dreamer. Zenki's walking up. Okay, the escort mission is almost done. Thank God. Alright, London has decided to fuck off. That's cool of her, I guess. Oh my God, Paulinus, like... I forgot you're all massively weak to red, actually, so this is a horrible fight to put you in, but... you know, it'd be fine. Okay, that's more of them done down there. Have we got any kind of rogue groups lying about? Yes, we do. There's a bunch in disciplinary for some reason. Kill squad. Kill them. Also, you, like, bunch of fucking bums around here might want to get on this. Okay. Looks like the upper floors are clear, so we can send information and safety back to their respective, corners of the world. Schadenfreude is displeased that I looked at it for like a second. Chill out, dude. Can you not heal? Okay, that said relax. It's because you just came out of here. I thought, like, something terrible had happened. Please, sir. Stop eating my fucking employees. There we go. Christ on a bike. How are we looking? Have we got all 4 back here? That looks like 4 health bars to me. Good, right. Now just keep them away from... How did you walk past this guy? Kill squad, what the fuck are you doing? Similarly with you lot, fucking kill this man. And stop them from healing. Right, there we go. And now, if you lot can go up here. Right. Central Command and Welfare, I think you can return to your stations now as well. This thing's going to start moving out of its containment at some point. Okay, we can probably speed this up again now. As Lord Almighty, has it taken a while for these guys to... Like... There we go. Right, yep, so we're done with that. Cool. I'm just going to have all of you wait out here for a second, and we're going to dogpile this fucking Schadenfreude. We're going to just absolutely dump on this man. Right, because I'm going to get in here. Yeah, everyone's in here. What up, dickhead? I'm looking at you. No, I'm not. Psych. Bye. Still breaching. That thing's got some... Okay, there we go. There we go. Right. Now everyone return to your stations. And I guess since we fought for this extra bit of dusk, we'll get a little more stats out of it, but I'm not overshooting this time. Oh, I really fucked up all of these wars as well because of that mistiming. That might have been one of the worst, yeah. That's one of the worst misplays I've made in a while. That's a large oopsie. It's going to take you guys a little longer to get here because I haven't set you up in position, but I remember where you all were at this point. So, get... I'm not looking at Schadenfreude again. Can we get, like, maybe London working on this one more time? That'd be good. And then we can have Igor working on this. And then if we get, like, those 6 and then maybe see if we've got enough room for, like, another 4 rotation. I got scared again. No, it's just the fucking bird. It's fine. Ugh. Right. It's just the bird. Wait for it to do its thing while we do our rotations. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I've got room for another 4. And then we'll leave off there, I think. Because we're just grinding for stats at this point. Are we all done? We are. Nice. Well, we're almost all done. Now Zenki just sit here. It's easier. Yeah, there we are. Right, so. One more once, if you wouldn't mind. With there, and there. Right. Some nice work with some nice HE abnormalities. So we just wait for them to finish and wait for the bird to go back in its enclosure. And we're all good. Oh, well, yeah, we slightly took on a noon ordeal we didn't need to. Although, to be fair, I think noon sweepers is, like, very doable. It's very, very doable. Oh. Like, Green Dusk, which I think is mech factories, less so. Less, you know, definitely not something I want to be, messing around with. You know, like the, well, I've got trainees on staff, you know, just, like, guiding them around the bleeding mech troopers. Or the mech factories, I should say. It's not it. Are we done here? We are. Cool. We do have room for one more bit of training. So I'm going to say, Susan, can you come here and just poke these? Because that's 2 left there. And then we can just leave off right before we trigger this dusk meltdown. And, you know, happy days. Susan on our way? There we are. And that's kind of like the ideal day that we should want to do for, you know, the next couple of times. You know, we've got no quests in the way. Just some nice, simple, you know, watch numbers go up. Or don't watch numbers go up in the case of Schadenfreude. But, you know, whatever we can do. At least we won't have to deal with Schadenfreude tomorrow, so we can actually, like, you know, position people and then look at their progress. Which is a lot more therapeutic, in my opinion. Right. We're going to call that there. So, London, Prudence 5. Igore, Fortitude 5. 69 up to 100 and something. That's exactly what I want to see. Susan, Fortitude 5, 91. Yeah, not bad. Yui did actually make Prudence 5 from the one bit of work we did with them, which is kind of astounding. Cedric, Fortitude 5 with over 100. That's great. Kim's dropped Temperance 4. Antipixel, Justice 5, 94. Gremory, Justice 5, 90. Current Dreamer, Temperance 5, 87. That's a bit lower than I thought. Zenki Temperance 5, 100 and something. That's what we want to see. Right. So, our next job is instinct training. And I think this is what we have bald. We have what's really pitiful is people like you dying to the likes of me. Sadness says, be gone, pass away, but greed seeks eternity, seeks deep, deep eternity. That's the fucking... the fish, isn't it? I keep calling it a fish, but it's not a fish. But I believe it's the big golden, like, fish thing. I don't want, like, bald, because I don't want my entire department to be bald. I'm gonna be honest. I know this is, like, take the joke one or take two that are maybe, like, kind of dangerous. But I'm gonna take one of the kind of dangerous ones, I'm not gonna lie. I think I know what you are. You're, like, gold greed fish thing. I'm gonna do that. Middle one is actually one of the easiest avenues in the game. Huh, well, shit, fair enough. Its intimidating line got me. Alright, I can't remember if I've read out these cutscenes or not, so I think for prosperity, you know, given this is probably the last time we see these section of days, I'm just gonna, you know, act them out, as it were. So anyway. While humanity prospered with its advanced civilization and technology, it was not aware of its impeding suicide as a species. They needed a hero, but ended up beheading said hero with their own hands. A lot of things happened, and a lot of things changed. A changed himself from a healer to a creator. The old promises he had made with her sustained him evanescently, but in a world without her, they ultimately became obsolete. Various sins sprung up from his arrogance, one by one. And A changed, very slowly. Became enchanted by the shadows he had created. The plan to discover the disease of mankind became a relic of the past. He became skeptical of man, including himself. A started looking for something that would guide him without turning against him. The conclusion was very simple. While vile humans could not be trusted, the answer lay in machines. Machines, which A loathed deeply, became essential to him. Perhaps A wanted to have wings that would allow him to escape from the hellish inferno he had trapped himself in, to reach the heaven. Angelos. That was how I was born. Neat. Alright, let's go put big goldfish in disciplinary. Suppose I could move 2 people from, like, Central Command over to these teams. But also, having just people in Central Command is kind of great. You know what I could do, actually? You know what is a shout? 2 people from these teams looking for a promotion. Maybe move them down to, like, department functions. Total number of managerial bullets. Okay. Oh, defensive multipliers, sorry. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Increases the offensive cap. So, this is for more defensively minded folk. And that's for more offensively minded folk. I see. Well, Tom and Mason, you know, I think it's about time you 2 flew the nest. Although, what are your department functions here? Virtues and fortitude and prudence. Increases temperance. Okay, sure. We don't, like, hugely care then. But, you know, I think it's time you 2 move to the big leagues. Because we don't really need you up here, I'm going to be honest. So, Mason and Tom. I'm going to put Mason on disciplinary and Tom on welfare. And then we have, like, more of our bottom area where, you know, more of our meltdowns are going to happen. More of our potential fights are going to happen, you know. Like, the only thing I really care about up here, because control team is always going to be down there anyway, because they just have the move speed, but I can keep them up there to start with. And I think I could honestly trust control to manage all 4 of these departments. Kind of just by themselves. But which means the only, like, real valuable things I care about up here are, like, maybe Yin. And obviously all of my, like, training employees who are going to be very squishy if something would happen to roll through up there. But, like, this is where the meat and potatoes of the day is at. So, let's begin management, and let's try and work out a rotation. Now, what we are going to want to do is... So, insight training today. Not insight, instinct. Which you are fucking awful at, so let's not do that. We probably want to keep Child of the Galaxy and Letitia for... how do you do with instinct, actually? Common, so it could be worse. I mean, you've got high over here for sure, but common there isn't, like, terrible. So, let's have a look. You are Justice 5, so Gremory, you are going down to Letitia for the day. Then we have Current Dreamer, you are Temperance, you can stay up here and work Porcubus for the day. Antipixel, you need to go and work Child of the Galaxy. And that leaves Zenki on... I should put this time for Instinct. Unless there's another yellow Abno down here. I know you're purple. Also, yeah, you were exactly the one I thought you were. This thing's a shit, I tell you. But it has some, like, pretty nice armor, I think. We did get a little bit into it, and then we decided, actually, fuck this, apparently. Well, that bodes well, huh? Joy. Right, anyway, let's have these lot going. I wanted to set off their first work before we really roll into anything else here. Let's see. Are they there yet? Right, okay, there we are. 2 in position. Which probably should mean all 4 in position at this point. So. Now, I need to remember the order we hit these. So, Antipixel first. Working here. Then Gremory working here. Then... Probably should have sent Current Dreamer over here, actually. Well, I guess it's fine, though. Let's try Zenki working here and see if they can do it without, like, eating complete shit. This might be a misplay, but I'm willing to try it out. Let's just observe for a second to make sure that Zenki's fine working here. And that we're not going to have him, like, be one-tapped out the blue. Well, if he has absolutely goated work like this, then yeah, there's no issue, really. I guess that's level 5 temperance for you. There we go. So you two have both done fine there. You two have both done fine there. I need to work out how to deal with the fish. Or the girl in the egg at the minute. But I know it's a fish, really. Look at that mouth. Fish. Okay, Cedric, you're actually on disciplinary. I thought you were on welfare. Okay. Well, do you want to go and, like, poke this? Maybe give it some attachment, and then we'll just kind of see what happens to you. Okay. So far, so good. Okay, red damage. That's good to know, because that means Armator's really good against it. We kind of need good work results, though, because I think you, like, fuck this thing up, like, once, and then it, like, tries to murder you. Okay. I could also have looked at, like, these and tried to infer. Okay, just don't insight it. That's fine. Go annoy the fish, you may not die? I mean, yeah, look, if that thing gets out, it could be a bit of an issue. Also, hello there, Queen of Hatred. Nice to see you. Oh, that's your sister. What the fish? It is spooky, and it's fucking already out. Well, all right. Hey, Control, can you get down here like immediately? Because yeah, oh god. Wait, what? How did Eden and Laverne die? Because they happened to be walking in the corridor this thing spawned at. I'm going to fucking shit myself. Alright, fine. Fine! Excuse me, princess. God damn it. Ugh. King agreed teleports to random hallways. Yeah. It just teleported on top of 2 of my folks, which is a real swell of it, honestly. But hey, good to know. Right, what was that rotation I was just lining up? It was Zenki over here. Attachment is slightly better. I've gotten used to it. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what we just unlocked anyway. They're like, yeah, like common 3 and above, so which should do. Right, you current dream is staying up here. Gremory is going to work here, and anti-pixel is going to work here. Right, Vamos, you lot. Let's get this out of the way first this time, shall we? The red damage means, like I say, amateur is pretty good. So, we'll do that to be safe. I mean, air quotes safe at this point, but... You teleport to random hallways, and I guess actually just moving... Maybe swapping control and information over is probably for the best. And then... Are you in position yet? Cool, let's set off you lot then. We want anti-pixel here, Gremory here, Zenki here, and current dreamer here. Right. Now, could you maybe be a bit less of a bitch about this time? Thank God. Right. I can unlock both of those, and then I can be like... Yeah, workshop was normal with counter load with normal probability, so you have to work well with this, essentially. Because if you get it wrong once, it's going to be like, oh, fish time. Famous blean abnormality catchphrase. It's fishin' time. Oh. Right, anyway, sorry, before I go completely insane, what's, where am I? Who is this? Right. Oh, Zenki's doing I've got to say, a bang-up job of working with Freischütz here. Like, it's slightly less, it's slightly less impressive with Walkie because you've got high all the way through. Zenki's working with common over here and is, you know, just sticking it to him. I guess I could rotate Cedric and, Tasha through here. We're gonna need a bigger base. Well, funny you should say that, but, I do happen to know there's a couple more levels down here. There's like a 3rd layer. So we've got that to work with. At some point. Do I want to work this again? I really do, is the thing. Like, it's minus 4%, but surely Cedric wouldn't fuck me again. Surely. And magical girl, by the way. I don't believe that for a second. Magical girls, that's gold. Once I was registered, thank it's greed. I can't read that fast. The day magical girl's hunger ceases will be the end of everything. Well, that doesn't sound very good. Hey, Cedric, do you want to not choke? Cedric, do you want to not choke? You fucking choked. I can't believe you choked. Workshop was bad. It loaded high. It's to engulf anything that lies in her path when escaping. When pressing her, please pay attention to which direction the abnormality is moving. Yes, so flank. Hey, could you not break out? That would be really cool if you could not do that. Thank you. Which means we have 2 things left over here. Which means I ask the age-old question, does anyone need, like, attachment? Rogan could use a bit. Adam could also use, instinct. And I think I'm going to prioritize the health over the attachment. And then, do we just want to send someone to, like, work with, like, an Aleph, maybe? Once that's done. Not sure. Does anyone need, like, anything that isn't, attachment here? Welanom could maybe step up the Arc here. I think that wouldn't be terrible. Get her insight up. I slightly... No, I didn't slightly mistime it. I timed it perfectly, actually. So, on meltdowns, we have Big Bad Wolf and dream of a black swan. Right, now, who needs stuff that isn't attachment? So that's you two out on welfare. That's... Why have we got so many, like, bad attachment, like, issues over here? I guess, yeah, Anton, come and punch the swan children. And then someone can go work with Big Mad Wolf. You know what, Adam, wherever you are, whatever department you're in, you seem to like this last time, so I'm going to immediately put you back. No, actually, we're going to send Rogan in here. Just because you're still healing up and it's a meltdown, so it's kind of a bit more of a pressing issue. Then we're going to want... ooh, Red Dawn. That's Jesters. That has to be Jesters, right. So, we're going to need Antipixel here. And then Remery here. And then Zenki here. And then... Dreamer there. Alrighty then. And we should be good to have another shot at this with... do Cedric first this time, because I believe Tasha's... No, Tasha's temperance is actually one lower. Okay, fair. Alright, Tasha, get in there. I want some fancy armor. Fucking bird! Stop it! At least it's flying towards my employees here this time, as opposed to flying halfway across the base. Is everything else going alright? Yeah, looks like it. Whoever's getting down here is being very slow about it. Like, you're just in central... Yeah, you're in one of the central command armors, so you shouldn't be that slow. What's the deal? Is Tasha gonna choke? Well, kind of. Right. Now, nobody be in a hallway for a second, because we might have a breaching, We don't. Sick. Cedric, immediately get back in there and, don't fuck it up. You have royally fucked up working up with Child in the Galaxy somehow. Honestly, kind of an achievement. Right. Where's training? Here we are. Antipixel, and then... Remery, and then Zenki, and then... Trent Bremer, there we go. I can get back to goldfish watching. There we go. Oh, Cedric, are you not going to fuck this up this time? Can we get a... There we are, 17, bada bing. That's what we're looking for. As it turns out, the minimum we're looking for is 16. And we're 1 off this. And it now correctly displays as the King of Greed instead of Magical Girl. Neat. Neato! I'm not going to work with it again. I'm instead going to hand over the, like, reins to, let's say, Adam here. And then, you are really fucking this up, whoever you are. Gremery. Like, come on now. That's a low blow indeed. It's a child. You can be a bit nicer to them. Alright, and then once that's done... I feel like I probably should be working A-list, but also, like, eh. It's just like, eh. Right, all of control is just kind of sitting up here. I feel like they would be much better placed here. Given that we don't rightly care about, like, most things here. We'll have information move back down here. I guess, just so they're a bit closer to things, but... eh. I'm really not too fussed on, like, stuff up here potentially breaching. It's stuff down here breaching that, is a bit spookier for me. So, let's send, oh. Someone up here to work Insight, sure. Well and on. Go for it. Let's see where our Jesters have spawned. So we have, like one here, which I guess everyone can dogpile. Oh, here we are. Here's something that needs actually dealing with. Kill them. You lot get down there and do not let that fucker breach there. That is, like, critical lean priority. Do not fucking let that happen. Ooh, you guys need to stop King of Greed breaching. That could be really bad, actually. So bad that I'm going to send... it's down here. Why are there fucking 4 of you? Jesus Christ. Yeah, hey, can we... There we go. Make sure nothing else is breaching that we usually care about. It doesn't look like it. Kill him. Please. Before he lets nothing there out. There we are, thank you. Right, okay. Halfway there. Let's go and send Cedric to work King of Greed again. I guess King of Greed is our attachment trainer, as far as we're concerned. The only slight issue with it is that, you know, you fuck it up once, then consequences. But something we're just going to have to deal with, I think, at this kind of stage of the game. Right, you here. Again, let's just start really pumping up people's stats. I don't know how the fuck we insight train on this team, actually, by the way. Like, insight training is going to be an interesting journey, shall we say. Hey, Cedric, buddy, that does not look like a 16 to me. You trying to roll them bones there? Yeah, okay, so really good armor and really good red weapon. Neat, and they cost 160 total, so we're gonna have to work with this thing a lot more. Are you breaching? No, thank God, work with it again. I have been quite lucky on that front so far. It does have to be said. So once Child of the Galaxy stuff cooldown, we can also do another trainee run, which is good. Because, like I say, we're still in the mood for stats. While they're, you know, under the training banner and their stats go up faster. Oops, hang on. Zinky there we go. Current Dreamer there. Right. Are we going to see... oh, we might actually see a 16. Hey, there you go. Right, which puts us up to 40, which is not too far off the armor, to be fair. I'll leave that alone for now, though, because I think we just have to, on our final 2... We seem to have got this down to, like, a science at this point. I think we send Adam here. And then, why are you upsetting the child so much? And we wait for that to be done, and then... Do we even really care? I guess it's better to be safe than sorry with wars, to be fair. But I'm lazy, so I'm just going to send this now. Who on safety was using this? Well or not, that was it. Because your insight is 64, that's garbage, ew. Okay, the bird has broken out, the egg is in need of attention. Okay, yeah. Hey, Control, do you want to maybe live on, like, the bottom floor? Because it's near the big spooky stuff. I think I am going to have both of these work with the Alepps. Just for a little P box boost. That's a purple noon, which, if I remember correctly, is the tombstones. So it's time for everyone to hide in the nearest elevator. Letitia, well, we can certainly work with you. In fact, let's get another training run going right now. There we go. And then we shall have a quick look at what else needs looking at, or not looking at in the case of Schadenfreude. So we do want you here. The bird's broken out, but there's not much we can do about that. We'll need someone on you after that, which means we need... what do you guys need? Temperance? I don't think it likes temperance. Yeah, no. Anyone who needs justice? Sure. Oliver, I guess you've got the part. Yeah, just keep it off screen. And then as soon as, whatever their name is, Adam finishes in here, we send, whatever the other person's name was. into here. And then... the problem with zooming my character in on this is that I do have to deal with, like, nothing there being very loud. Yeah, I think we are going to have to deal with this noon event in order to make quota, but that's kind of fine. Yeah, Rogan, that's who I was thinking of. Come get some attachment and also help me deal with this meltdown. Because the chances of us making 180 today are... not impossible, but I'd say slim. Like, the A-lifts are going to help us, but past that, like... how we make up this still over remaining 100 in half a bar, it's a big ask. If you ask me. Right, okay, that's all done. You didn't melt down again, which is great. We can get your armor, which we indeed will. Because I think I have some new section heads that need some better gear. Yeah, Tasha, go work this. And then let's send another training run round, I think. There we go. You, and wait for it. You. There we go. So that'll fill up 4 of our slots. That'll fill up another one, and we'll just kind of see what we've got left there and work around that. Can't help but notice this doesn't look like a 16, Tasha. Looks like a... what the fuck happened there? Did anyone else hear that? I'm not going mad. That was like an explosion, right? Okay. Right, well, we may need to deal with this. We don't, thank God. Right, let's leave it alone then. Although I could also send like also send Cedric in there for a little extra. Yeah, you know what, why not? We'll do this and then we'll do like another war somewhere. Like, does anyone need instinct for example? Tom, you do, but you are not resistant to red, but I believe that you are just more better. You'll do it, it's fine. I guess actually no, if I'm gonna send you to one, then why don't I send you to the one that you're actually like resistant to? That like also really doesn't mind instinct training. That seems way more sensible. So sensible, in fact. I'm going to do it instead. Right. And now we need to start... well, no. Everyone stay in their respective departments until the corridors are clear. Yep, okay, fair enough. Right. This is a reminder to stay out of the fucking corridors. So, actually, I'm going to... It isn't really enough time for that now. I should have done that before. But, stay there. Right, where did it go? Okay, so it's down here. So what we need to do is need to have you 3 come here. And then down here. And then beat the shit out of it. This could take a while. Ah, I see. Fucking stupid fish. Hey, do you want to maybe not run directly into the center of it? That seems like it might be a bad idea. Just, me personally wouldn't have done that. I would continue not doing that. Right, okay, head back up. Now, where have you gone now? Up to training. That's kind of unfortunate, because the only people I have there are information, and they are, I'm gonna get there slowly. So slowly, I'm actually debating whether this is worth it, but I guess we're going to give it a go. Yeah, really not is the issue. Which means you are now in... Where the fuck are you? Where the fuck are you? Ah, top of disciplinary, I see. That's actually very good, right. Everyone in Central Command and Control, I need you to group up here pronto. Well, I've got you all selected, actually. Kill this thing. No? Okay, we're just going to ignore that last one. I said kill this thing. As fast as you can, please. We've kind of already lost half the time that we could have spent trying to kill it. Okay. Oh my god, it does, like... What is this thing weak to? It's immune to red. It's weak to black. I see. Okay, that was a good amount of damage done on it, but let's back it up now. It is down here now. Okay, right. We can deal with that. Over to here, please. Probably should have got disciplinary in on this as well, to be fair, but hey-ho. Right, I don't think there's actually any way in God's green earth you lot get down there in time, but we'll give it a go. Because Central Command do be like this. Yeah, are you gonna be able to launch a hit? Come on! Okay. You lot just pile in here for now, honestly. Where are you now? You're back up here. I don't even really think it's worth, you know? Unless there's like a time limit on this, where after a certain number of jumps it goes like sicko mode on us. But no, you're literally not going to get there in time. Just stay in the safety before like it fucking spawns on you. Now where are you? You are back end of welfare. We can deal with that. Just make sure everyone goes this way. I don't also accidentally sweep up one of our trainees. Like I said, they are not suited for combat currently. At least we've got some good black weapons in here. We should have them. Got them. Right. There we are. And the fact that we're, like, actually 9 off of not having to deal with this noon ordeal is kind of crazy. So, here's how we're going to deal with this purple ordeal. We're going to group everyone up, and I mean everyone, trainees included. And we're going to have them sit in a lift. So, like, everyone in my entire facility, sit in a lift. It's going to be the most crowded lift you've ever seen in your life, but that's just how we're going to roll here. And then I need one person, one brave individual, who just go and, like, I don't know, poke bloodbath or something. As soon as everyone's gathered, because, like I say, it can take people a while to get through here, and let's just make sure, do a quick visual scan, no one left in the rooms. Yes, okay, right. So, someone, sure, forensic information, I guess you need some stuff. Yeah, there we are. So now we just want to go around room by room and, poke these wiggly obelisks as soon as they stop wiggling. You stop wiggling? Please. Wow, they really don't want to, huh? Okay, fine. We'll just come and, like, murky then. Thinking about it, I have enough burst damage. See, that's the kind of state I was waiting for, so I wouldn't get hit, but also I think I have enough burst damage that it just doesn't matter. Like, most of my clerks are dealing with these, actually, in a kind of hilarious twist. Like, I don't imagine there's any clerks left down here that are dealing with shit, if I'm honest, but the fact that the clerks are 2v1ing this is... God, these obelisks are bad at their jobs. Like, come on, clerk kill? I'm rooting for them? Hell yeah. And up here? The warriors? They might have this, you know. They might just have this. I mean, we already have that. Yeah, there you go. Neat. Right. Everyone back to your departments because everyone got swept up everywhere. I'm going to do a little more here again because I don't think we've actually done much training on our stats today with the training team. So we really do want to do maybe past this 7 meltdown, or this like 7 here, and then one more, I think. So Zenki was over here. Antipixel was down in the corner next to Letitia, and person with the Gremory with the orb over your head was with Child of the Galaxy. And then we officially don't care about PE boxes anymore. Except for we do kind of care about grinding a few more out of this, but like, in the sense of, we'll, what'd you call it? In the sense of the fact that we'll, get the weapon from it. Not that, like, we need more for quota. That's what I was aiming for. Sorry, my brain just kind of, like, mentally stalled. It does that sometimes. Just like, where's the sentence going? I've lost the thread. But no, we're quite alright. Oh, beautiful. Need to wait for everyone to get their lean butts down here. That's a good work result. We are not too far off this armor, I have to be honest. We could realistically get it and then not have to worry about grinding that thing ever again outside of stats. Which sounds delightful. We just sent Tasha to work on this, right? No, Cedric. Well, Tasha's up next then. Get it. And then, like I say, a couple more reps of the training loop. As soon as, hey, you finally learned how to make the child not cry. Well done, Gremory. An invaluable skill in this field. For some reason. Gotta be honest, I can't blame you for not thinking you need child minding skill to sign up for this job, but hey. It takes all sorts of kinds of work. All sorts of people and all kinds of work. That's what I was aiming for. I kind of flubbed it. Still rings true, though. Right, there we are. Train those. That's another good work result. So we're up to 81 on the PE boxes now. So yeah, a couple more bits of work will have that weapon. Which is cool. Because I might just put it on someone from maybe disciplinary. Not really sure. We do have 2 more bits of work going. So I think sending Adam here is probably not a bad idea. Ooh, Big and Babby, you did lose a counter at some point. That is concerning, because I don't want you breaching. Oh, got Adam, why are you dying? Oh. Okay, we're taking emergency evasive maneuvers. Because I don't like the way that was going. And I'm not redoing the entire day. You know what? We took a bit less stats from it than we probably should have. I think it's because I must have asked Adam to work with another abnormality at some point, and I forgot that if you do that, then Bad Wolf, like, fucking hates you. We've dropped Friends down to Temperance 4, and their Prudence didn't really go up by much, because it won't work for 10th abnormality, which makes sense. Anton's Justice went up a bit. Rogan's Prudence went down, Temperance went up, Justice went down. Like I say, it's a struggle trying to keep people's stats up. Well and on, Prudence up to 5 again, from 58, God, to 83. So it's like barely acceptable now, as opposed to dog shit. We have Adam taking Fortitude 5, so he doesn't need to work with the wolf again. And past 100, you know, that's all we really need. Cedric Temperance 5 and Tasha Temperance 5, that's both good. Antipixel, Temperance 5, 94. Gremory, Temperance 5 on 80. Again, it's a bit low, but we'll take what we can get. Current Dreamer, Fortitude 5, Zenki, Fortitude 5 on plus 100. Zenki has just been hitting this shit. Tom also Fortitude 5. That's good. Right. Let's get out of here before Adam fucking dies. So, what do we got now? We have Silent Orchestra again. Which, I mean, okay. There's a knack to that one. A month later, we came to the conclusion there was no such beast in the forest. Or, it can enter your body through any aperture. No. You know what? I think, do I take the Silent Orchestra? At least I know what I'm doing with the Silent Orchestra. And I get a chance to, like, grind it again, which I didn't manage to do, like, before I tossed it back. I guess it means if we do the disciplinary meltdown, then, like, then having that not meltdown would be really nice. But taking something new would be, like, kind of cool and interesting. But also, this sounds fucking awful. And this sounds cryptic, which normally means it's roundabout awful. This is definitely kind of awful, like it's an 8-lift, but at least it's a... Silent's honestly the best one. Middle one is one of my favorites, but can be pretty annoying. Well then, also hi there, Zenki, nice to see you. But yeah, no, I'm thinking maybe chat spoken then. I think we just take silent again. It's the safer option, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Silent isn't too bad, and getting A-lift gear from it is great. Yeah, precisely. So I think maybe we do roll with Silent then. It's just a case of grinding for that A-lift gear very, very slowly. Because you set it off like once and it's like, I've just realized all of disciplinary seems to be the you set it off once and it fucking hates you kind of type thing. But yeah. Kind of weird how that's fallen that way. But anyway. I remember you, eh? You were a person with a warm smile. I don't know who B is, so I'm just going to do, like, normal voice, I guess. A, why did you never go to meet it, even though you created it? Whack, whack. But A, surely you already know. You put in all that work for just a simple vending machine that dispenses soda at the press of a button? Whack, whack. At the very least, you should give it a name. I'm always here. Oh. Yeah, no, just first time I've seen you pop up and chat. I mean, to be fair, you have been on my screen for the entire thing. I've been training you up, which is the entire point of tonight's stream. Just some nice, you know, chill agent training before we have to do 17 meltdowns. There's nothing I can do even if you put an expression like that. It's an unspoken rule that the creator names their creation. Wah, 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 wah. Don't know why A is suddenly become like the teacher from being Charlie Brown, but alright. Don't dump your job on someone else. You're the designer. Go ahead and tell the machine its name. There. The door over there. Doo-doo-doo. Right. Silent orchestra. Now, if I remember correctly, I need someone with like a very specific stat line here. Maybe one of the training people I can kit them out. When the workshop was good, it lowered. When it was bad, it lowered. Oh, okay, so it's just about getting something kind of middle of the road. It's common to those two, I see. And we need, yeah, like several fucking billion. It deals white damage. Like, an ego white damage weapon, actually, would be so fucking... Like, another ego white damage weapon, I should say. Be, like, so good. Yeah. It's just a case of, like, having to have everyone grouped up in blooming, disciplinary if you're going to try and farm it. But it is doable, to be fair. Like, we know we can. No, I mean, I'm always lurking on your streams. Good background noise. Oh, well, thank you very much. That means a lot, you know. I'm glad I can provide that for you. And, you know, and I will gladly do so. But yeah, just hearing me whistling away about various abnormalities and that, you know, it's, I'm glad it's doing something for some people. That's, you know, that's my folks right there. Yeah, okay, so I think we just group everyone up in disciplinary and we try and find, like, a... Absorb white damage? That's so fucking good. That's so good! Okay, I guess if I was playing this, like, you know, true to form, this should be the job of one of the control guys, but I think they're all a bit too goated, is the issue. Okay. You know, maybe it's fine. Maybe we just accept we have to fight it like once or twice per time we try and farm it, and then go from there. So, but before that, we have some things to work out. Namely, what are we doing with all of these? So, I believe the two of you that just took... Oh, yeah, Temperance and Justice. So, Gremory can stay up here. In fact, no, Gremory can go over to Freischutz, and Zenki can stay here. Not Zenki. Anti-Pixel can stay here. That's what I meant. And then we need... You two could take a day training Justice, I guess, but I actually kind of want to train your Prudence more. Which means we're going to need... I guess we could always just Letitia Child of the Galaxy it and call it a day. That doesn't sound terrible, actually. Yeah, okay, so... Yeah, Zenki can go Child of the Galaxy today, and then Current Dreamer. Actually, which way round are you guys? In the actual list, I believe. Okay. Third of Silence just spam great results at the start of the day until the third piff-off counter. Yeah. Yeah, like imagine if you spam it a bit so you get like the minus percentage chance. Then like that can work for sure. Oh god, that's why you're not here yet, because I haven't sped up the game. Move! And then, yeah, I will have Zenki come down here and work. That way I don't lose a P-box process. Yeah, and it also means you get to the P-boxes faster if you just go like, yeah, I know you're going to, like, decrease your counter, but also I don't care. I've just got, like, the squad ready to fight you. Speaking of, we're going to have, everyone else in, like, the entire facility just sit in this corridor. That's going to be the move there. Did I forget to... I didn't forget. I did forget to equip that. But I didn't otherwise forget stuff. It's just I didn't have enough P boxes for it. It's outside of training. And also outside of... One of you isn't meant to be here. Gremory, stay here. There we are. Everyone else head down there. So. Our training run for today is going to be... this is Zenki, right? Zenki working insight here. Then it's going to be Current Dreamer working Insight here. This is Gremory working Instinct here. And Antipixel working Instinct here. There we are. We'll do it like a day of this, and the next day we'll just finish off their last stats. And we should have like 4 employees with level 5 and everything. So, what do you like? You like attachment of all things. Alright, attachment or very high insight. Well, I can do attachment. Okay, more importantly, who has white resist? You all suck against white. Neat. Love it. I guess, yeah, I guess Haru. It's your time to shine. Let's see if you can not get clapped by this. Be like I say, a genuine bit of an experiment, but we shall see, we shall see. Yeah, you must get so much from doing this. Okay, yeah. Prepares the music of the apocalypse. Ooh, spooky. Life form begins and ends, the audience is clapping. Okay, and... we were almost normal there. To be fair, that actually, like, wasn't that bad. Right, so have all of you heal up there. That's all good. We can probably get another rotation in here. I've just got to remember what it is today. So we've got 2 insights and 2 instincts. No, I didn't want to do this. I misclicked. Oh, fuck. Can I not? I hate how there's no way to cancel that. Okay, we're fine. Oops. Oopsie. Right, Gremory and Anti go here. If you're all healed up, Haru, I would like you to have another go. Wherever you are. What the fuck is Haru, actually? Haru, what team are you on? Am I blind? I am blind. Also, you're not even slightly healed up. Cool. The bird has spawned. Hanging about. Yeah, the bird is attacking my employees. 83. I'm going to say close enough. You'll heal up the rest on the way there. Okay. We've got a couple more, like, runs at Silent Orchestra, essentially. And also, again, just got to be a little careful that I'm not sending anyone to their immediate peril. Yeah, this looks like it's not going to decrease the counter, but also Haru might be, like, fucking cooked. Oh, God. Haru's cooked. Okay. That's... It could be worse. It was a normal work result, to be fair. So... Alright. Right, who's got a white weapon? I need every single person with a white weapon to track Haru down. Okay, but who isn't on training? Just all of you go and give him a bonk. There we are. Go for it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, none of the rest of you deal with this. Hey, can you not try and release Blue Star, actually? That would be really cool if you could knock that the fuck off right now. Right, so we need someone with a bit better white resist. Is what I've learned from that. How does, like, 0.4 sound? 0.4 ought to do it, right? I mean, if it doesn't, then honestly, like, I mean, fuck me at that point, but... you know, we'll do what we can. Okay, this is going very well, which is, yeah, perhaps too well. Right, well, it's fighting time. So, Eden, get back here, because we're going to have, it's pale, then, okay. Pale, then black, then white, then red. I will attempt to keep that in mind. Yeah. Okay. I hope it still spawns here, I should mention. Kill it! Oh, I forgot the other pain in the ass thing. You have to deal with the curtains. Is there, like, keyboard shortcuts for, like, going between departments that doesn't involve me having to fucking guess where the UI is? Because if so, boy howdy, would I love to know that. Right, first movement. Let's go. Go on, Laverne, you got this. Get it. It's actually not doing, like, terrible damage, to be fair. Like, considering this is an A-lift, this is, like, doing God's... Oh, fuck, hi. How close are we on that heal? Yeah, the fact we have to use a bunch of bullets every time might also not be, like, great. Movement 2, get out of there. Now we need everyone who has black damage. Right from the top. So that's Rhino. That's... Courtney. That's... I am in incredible pain. Hold on. Where's the fucking next button? This is the worst bit about fighting this abnormality. It's just the fucking... Please... Stop hiding the UI. Okay, right. Katya, Acacia. I believe that's... Should be like the last. I'm gonna... Oh, God. I'm gonna... Right. You two. You two. You two. None of you. Give a check. That's all of my black damage dealers. Yup, looks like it. Right, get in there. We're gonna need some white shields on this lot. Yeah, well, that's good damage. Oh god, okay, right. All of you get out of there. Movement 3 is white? Okay, right, white damage. So, same principle again, just where's our white damage dealers? You two. Okay, I'm slowly learning where the buttons are. There we are. Right. He says, missing the buttons again. Right, none of you. Gotta head off. Have a good rest of the stream, Mr. CEO. Oh, well, thank you very much for stopping by, Eureka. Yeah, very nice to see you. And thank you, thank you for watching a bit of the stream. Nice seeing you. Right. You lot, go in. Finish this shit off. Oh god, finish it off better, please. There we go. Okay, we did it. Woo! Right. That's that the smiling arsehole dealt with. We're very close to the armor. I think minus 18%. We send Eden in again, honestly, because that might actually prove fruitful. But yeah, so aside from the fact that, like, our pale damage dealer used, like, we used 4 bullets in that, I think I could have used a lot less. So, really, I'm not too concerned by this. Oh, hey, Letitia! Well, what do you know? We do actually want to work with you anyway. Antipixel down here, right? No, it's Zenki. Don't send Antipixel down there. That's stupid. What's Zenki doing down here? Okay, so Zenki's doing... Of course, I'm doing bottom up, yeah. So, Zenki, current Dreamer, who has ended up on child mining duty again, actually, I've just noticed. And then Gremory and Antipixel, right. Makes sense. And that's the case of seeing what is going to happen here again. I was kind of hoping that, like, minus 18% would still apply, but I don't think it does, which is mildly to moderately unfortunate. But on the plus side, way more PE boxes, so that's cool. Right, now, do we want someone else to try? I would love Haru to, but like I said, I just don't think they have the white resistance. Did I miss that Blue Star was melting? Because that's kind of a reset. You know what? We weren't at... We fought, like, in that once, which is a bit annoying. But we weren't actually that far in. I'm just gonna, you know, gonna not deal with that. Of all the ones to miss, melting down, Blue Star is, yeah, not it. I got a little caught up in the whole, victory of everything else. Right. So, sorry, I'm gonna have to rerun that first bit very quickly. In fact, you know what? Hold on. Let me retry again. If we're gonna back out anyway, I'm gonna give Haru some better armor. I'm gonna pump man up, as it were. Pump the old man up. Right, Haru. Your armor is good, but not for the circumstances that we require it. So, ego list. That new one we just got is 0.7, so it's technically a bit better. Anything lower? I mean, today's expression is 0.6. Like, it's a good bit of armor. What can you say, really? Like, yeah, I think it's good for a reason. I think maybe we can replace Tom's 0.7 here with like some Discord, perhaps. Or what's the other kind of good armors we've got? Gaze is nice. Gold Rush. Just spam Silence, Let him Breach if we have enough for the armor and weapon to save time. Yeah. I suppose you're probably not wrong there. And then I can just, like, work in my training rotations, like, after that. Does anyone need an armor upgrade here? Like, I could give this... I think I will give this to Mason, actually. And then some of our top levels. I think London could maybe take this Sanguine Desire. Yeah, it's about what she has anyway, just with slightly more red resistance. It designates her as a section head. And again, kind of similar sort of deal. We just have Ferenz on Noise, who's become the leader of information by being probably the most forgettable employee, if I'm honest. But I think it's just kind of how information goes. They're background players, as it were. And there we are. So yeah, Mason's kitted out some nicer stuff. Haru has got some stuff that we might not trigger as many fights with Silent as possible, as we possibly could. But I think you are right. Whereas, so we just move everyone who's anyone down to this corridor. There we go. Get them all down there. We get Haru in there with a bit more white resistance. And then we get to train their temperance and also farm for this weapon. Because we were a decent way there, but Silent Orchestra that I'm prepared for, I can take. A blue star? No, that's going to be a bit more of an issue. If you dare get a bleeding good work result now, by the way. After I've just given you this resistance. I mean, you're still actually kind of taking a bit of a beating in that armor. It's helping a bit, but not as much as I would have thought. Oh, you just got a good work result. Nice. Right, well, okay. In which case, by the slimmest margin, I may as well have just sent Eden. So, I'll send Eden now, I guess. Because I don't trust you to do that again. Alright, Eden, go. A bit more P boxes in there, because so we need we're at 50 and we need a total of 250 essentially. So we've got 200 boxes to farm. We're getting on average about 20 per, so we need to work with this thing 10 times, which means we get about 5 fights with it. Maybe 5 or 6 fights. Oh boy, here it comes. I know what I need to do, actually, in future. I need to have my pale damage guy selected, and then just send him straight in there. And we're gonna... There we are. Tap him up with the white shield, which should mean that he's able to survive a bit more. I still think, for a Teth weapon, this, Way of the Warrior fucking sword is, insane. I think pale damage is maybe kind of insane, to be fair. But, oh god, you're dying again. Right, we'll get out of there. We need everyone who has black damage in here now, so... Thank god I've learned where these buttons are. Am I right? Because we have a lot of good heavy-hitting black damage. Two. Get in there. Wait, we kind of group up a bit, and then, oh god, yeah, and try and dodge that happening. There we go. Shields on people. Movement 3. Get out of there. And then I'm hoping, like, the white damage dealers can kind of just finish it off without me having to shield them. Yeah, I'm not even sure the other guys needed, shielding per se. Like, it's a kind of a better to be safe than sorry situation, and also what the fuck else am I going to be using these bullets on, but, you know, it's not like I've got, the lean ball of corpses that I need to strategically, like, execute clerks for, or anything. So, really, I think we're fine. Yeah, and also all those shields just broke, so I'd say it was not a bad call at all. I think this kills... Well, yeah, you kill that before it kills you. Okay, so we can do that in 3 bullets, I think. Right. There we go. And then at your earliest convenience, Eden, as soon as the silent orchestra wants to return to its room. There we are. Thank you. Let's go and just farm it a bit more. Farm, 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 farm. And get it out of the way so I don't have to ever work with it again. Ideally. Yeah, if I can get to the point where I don't really have to... I mean, maybe King of Hatred is not too bad a one to work with, because the Breach is like... It's bad for clerks, but otherwise it's fine. Oh god, speaking of clerks, they are wigging out a little, as it turns out. Oh no, they've calmed down. We need minimum 13 for this to not drop, I think, which we might get. We're in, yeah, reasonable chance of getting a bit of a freebie here. As long as Eden... Okay, you can stop hogging out now. You can stop now. You can stop now! She, in fact, cannot stop. She is too nice with it. Also, I could have sped all that up. Oops, I didn't realize that we were still on clean baby speed. Hey, Eden. Get back in there. Yeah. I assume you'll heal up on the way. Like I say, dump into this until it starts looking really dire. But like, we're still getting positive work results, so I think we're owed a couple of freebies at this point. Like, if this happens again where she gets like above 18, I'm gonna be like, what? How? We're like minus 18%. Come on, surely. There we go. That's a nice freebie. That's a good freebie right there. And that also, I believe, gets us armor. There we go. So now we just need the remaining 220 for the weapon. Right, Eden, you're up again. We are just spamming this thing until at least until we run like low on lean managerial bullets. When I get down to like below 5, I'll probably back off and just finish farming it the next day. Like I say, what I'm hoping is happening now, obviously, is that we hit like 13 or above here, which looks possible. Yeah, there we go. Because then that counts as a freebie, which is great. Like minus 30%, we are starting to look a bit dicey, but again, Eden's got the most lean armor for dealing with this particular abnormality. I think that there is outside of the one that it itself gives, so you know, that's all cool. I might actually replace if Eden, because she's working with this so much, gets the ego gift. You know, if we should be so lucky, I might actually replace her like armor with this, and give the, like, Sound of the Stars armor to something else. Someone else, even. Which will probably be someone else on Control. Cause like I say, the 4 people in Control, like, you know, kind of like the pillar men of the operation here. Alright, I know the numbers are slightly off with that, but, like, there were, like, 3 pillar men. But, like, if you count Dio as an honorary pillar man, then, like, oh, they only go as low as minus 30%? Value! Hell yeah. Right, wait for Eden to get a little bit of heals in there. Yeah, if I can just farm the shit out of this, that would be great, actually. Ooh. On the farm and my flair. Right. We get a 30. Like I say, just there we go. Yeah. See, now we're at the stage where we're hitting this normal like every time, which is actually kind of ideal. So yeah, I definitely think spamming it out is the way forward. Thank you for that one, Zenki. Right there, because she'll heal in the corridors anyway, probably. We also on level 2 healing as well, which is neat. She did heal in the corridor just before she went in. Perfectly timed, you might say. Oh, rolling well here. Just be careful not to roll too well. I mean, we need another 10 to roll too well, so I doubt it, but... Yep, there we go. Another nice clean 16. Almost up to 100, which means only a... Yeah, so in fact we're exactly 122 box... No. 142 boxes off at the minute. Which is no mean feat. Yeah, get Eden back in there. God, if agent stats could increase above like 100 in this game, like Eden's fucking temperance here would be like 9 billion by the time this day is ended. Be absolutely fucking insane. Eden handles the silent orchestra tasks without any trouble. You're damn right she does. Look at her getting another 15. 16. There we go. Up to 100, because that rounds up because we've got the stuff from one of the other departments earlier. Right. Back in you go. We've still got more we can do. God, I thought we were going to have to fight this thing like another 2 times by now, but no, we are just like motoring on. It returns on its own after breaching. Oh, yeah, but I know, but like, I think if you let it get to too high a level, it just like fucks your entire facility with music, and it's like, ah, yeah, not ideal. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe I just chickened out early on some of those. Right, up to 120. Right, do I see 140 here from me? As soon as they've taken a tick of healing. There we go. Do I see 140? Right. Up there. I hope you're all enjoying what is, I guess at the minute, just like loading bar simulator, by the way. Sorry, I've been a bit more quiet and just been watching it. It was like, like I said, there's a certain satisfaction just seeing like, yay, number go up. And also I'm going to get like the pretty armor in a bit. Whoa, whoa, Eden, whoa, hold it there. 17's a bit close to being too good. It's not lethal, just mass white damage at the finale. Yeah, I mean, I get the feeling that can quickly spiral out of hand though. Just park him in an elevator, then white shield at the finale. Oh yeah, I guess you could. But even then, I feel like if I can like kill it before it does that, that's probably, it's probably not a terrible, like, way of doing things. Although you're right, you probably could do that. Right. Okay, Silent Orchestra is melting. Very funny. So is Letitia. Fuck. Okay. Well, actually, as long as someone does a really good job on it, that doesn't actually matter. So, like, Kim, go and console the child. Now, do we still have that minus 30% in place, or is that a nah? It looks like that's a nah, which is kind of annoying, actually, because I would have loved the free bit of work on this, but alright. And I've just sent away one of my best agents to go and control fucking Letitia. Okay. Wait. Who has, Fuck. I was too late, again. I mean, whatever, it doesn't really matter. I can still find them. Oop. 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 There we go. Right. Get in there. I'll make sure to shield you up as well. Hit him with the stick. Okay, maybe this thing can move on to like movement 2 now. Oh, or we can get the heal from there. That's pretty cool too. Movement 2, right. You out. Everyone with black damage weapons in. Which is done. 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 There it is. Yeah. And like I say, we need to kind of not be shy about white shielding these guys up once they're all in. There we are. So something like that, and then we'll fire a couple of shots there. Try and keep them all in check. Hopefully we get another heal. Yeah, like that. Oh, movement 3 and all the shields broke. Okay, time to leave. Now we're looking for white damage. There. And like I said, I just need the white damage people to kill before it kills them. Otherwise, we have a bit of an issue on our hands. Oh, but none of you. There. There. Right. Get in there. Now, are you going to be able to do this? Ooh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close enough that I think... no, it'll be fine. Oh shit, that's movement 4. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. We just need our red damage people to go in there. Okay, it didn't reach movement 4 last time. Turns out that one bit of damage does make all the difference. Okay, it's reds and whites in there. Sorry, just blacks and whites in there. A couple of reds in here. Red here. Red here. Someone go and punch it. Go. There we go. Paulinus has gone mad. Okay, where's Paulinus? Can we have everyone who has white damage weapons go and suppress him, but not training? Before he does something drastic. There we go. Get him. He's getting away. It's been Benny Hill chase. Why is he so fast? Oh. Come on. Oh, I can slow him down. I need a bullet, though. Like, he'll stop eventually. Jesus Christ. Eventually being the operative fucking term, apparently. Where is bro going? You went to specifically Fragment of the Universe. Okay, sure. And now we have to deal with that. Well, does this thing resist white damage? It's weak to white damage. Isn't that convenient? Die. There we go. Right. Well, that went a bit iffier than last time. But on the whole, I guess I can't complain. We are looking at 170 on the P boxes there now. Although I guess I got none here because it breached. Or maybe I didn't pay attention to the meltdown again. It's probably that I didn't pay attention to the meltdowns again. No, I definitely did Letitia. And then Silent Orchestra was the other one, but then it fell through. Okay, yeah. Well, for whatever reason, we've got none. So we are looking at a... What am I saying? We're looking at a noon event at minimum. I hope this doesn't mean we're also taking a dusk event. Today might be the day where we work with our other A-lifts a lot more closely to try and recoup some of these lost PE boxes. Yeah, which again kind of hurts the amount of times we can run the training cycle, but I think with the A-lifts that kind of just more hurts the people in other departments who are already at 4 or 5 rather than it does our trainees. Hamburger in, it's an interesting observation, Aubrey. I'm not entirely sure I'm picking down what you're, I'm picking up what you're putting down there. But, happy to have you about regardless. Sure. Okay. Right, so. If we can just land, like, the godlike 2, normals here, I'd have to fight Silent Orchestra again. That would be pretty cool. The bird has escaped. Hayden, do you want to just get, like, lower than 18? If you wanted to have a day off and maybe fuck this one up a little bit, you know, just as a treat, that would be really nice. Okay, no, we're fighting him again. Well, that might be enough. But yeah, it means brace yourselves for round 3, everyone. Round 3, and I'm going to prepare this time. Who has... It's you, Laverne. Right. We've only got one person, then... We can prep this. Go. Jump him. And take a white shield with you as well, why not? Is this thing getting slightly tougher with every iteration, or am I just completely hallucinating that? Okay, movement 2, right. You out here, everyone with black damage in. You know the song and dance by now. Pun very much intended. Can I have... There we are. Like, why does this hide the UI? What, who and why decided that this needed to be this way? Oh, there's gotta be someone in information with a black weapon. I just can't see them. There they are. Right, get in there. Let's, again, a couple of these about. This is where the bulk of our damage is going to come from. And then looks a bit... That, again, feels like it was a much shorter movement. But alright. Right, white damage next. We do have some good white damage weapons, to be fair. There we go. Right, get in there. Preferably before everyone goes mad. Come on, we can get them full movement 4. We did it. Nice. Alright, everyone back in here. And then we just send Eden to work with this, like... Oh, not even one more time, actually. There we are. Right. Excellent. Aleph farmed. Everyone go back to your department. We no longer have to play sit and wait around between, for... the thing. What's his name? We don't longer play waiting around sitting... I'm going to try this sentence again. I'm going to get it right this time. We no longer have to play wait around for Silent Orchestra to do its thing while we farm it for PE boxes. We do need one more good bit of work for King Agreed, but we can probably deal with that. Unfortunately, Haru has now got this armor on, which is terrible against black, so I can't send them in there. Which is mildly upsetting, but... Right, I've also got to remember where all of you were. I believe the plan was we wanted to work Fortitude with 2 of you and Insight with 2 of you. 2 working Fortitude would probably be you 2, so let's have Gremory over here. And Pixel there. And then Zenki can work Insight down here. And Current Dream can work Insight with Child of the Galaxy here. And then we'll speed things back up. We will... Is Control still, like, down there? Yeah, Control should probably stick around here. I'm going to ask them to work with both the Alephs. I know, Blina, Eden's been pulling, like, absolutely insane duty today. But, it's got to be done. In these trying times. Right, so now we're looking for... Okay. Insight, I believe, with Zenki. And Insight here with Current Dreamer. And then Instinct here with Gremory. And Instinct here with Antipixel. And now we can start to get fun. Well, farming stats as opposed to farming PE boxes. So then once those 4 in, I am going to require... No, wait, is Sans Nugget? Wait, we have one? Which one's that? Did I miss that, or am I being, like, one guide here? Hold on, no, easier way to check. Whom has, like, something over one eye? No. Was it Eden, maybe? Is that where we saw that? Yeah, not really, no. Also, Eden didn't get the gift out of that, I don't think, which is mildly upsetting, but... Eh. Fair enough. Okay, so those are all working. I wanted to send someone down here who needed some attachment work and didn't mind red damage. Oh, it's red damage? Oh, well, Haru, get in there then. Never mind. I don't know why I had this impression that King Agreed was black damage. So, have you work a bit of this then? This is like I say, another 20 gets us the gauntlets from that, and then it's just a case of farming it at our leisure for stats. We need at least 16 for this. And we got it. Nice. That's 101. That's the Gold Rush Gauntlets. We can't get another full rotation in, so I guess we've got... I want to work these Alephs again. I probably don't want to work these Alephs again, I'm going to be honest. I don't really want to work Silent Orchestra again, because it's a pain in the ass as well. We could send someone to work Yin. Anyone need it? Like, information? I can only assume that you're, like absolutely dying out here for opportunities to work. Yeah, it's not looking good for information. The lads need some love, it's got to be said. Then, again, I'm just looking at information. I guess, but the problem is that deals red damage. I'm pretty sure red damage, like, ruins all of information. Oh, yeah, it sure does. It's not their favourite. White damage, on the other hand, a lot more respectable. Could we possibly have one of you come down here and do something with white damage? Yeah, there we go. Let's have Ferenz walk down here and do a bit of that. Then we'll do those two, and then we'll like breeze by this dawn event. And I think we're still on pretty good track, honestly. Yeah, not doing too badly at all. Right, It's done there. Okay, you haven't even made it there yet. God, friends. Come on now, we haven't got all day. Although, actually, no, you're not being sent there because I haven't sent you to work there. Never mind, I'm an idiot. Why aren't you going there? Did you already go there? No, because it would have the minus whatever %. What am I doing? What are you working with? Oh, I decided not to send you there and send you there instead. Right, and now it's just gone up. This suddenly makes a lot more sense. Can you tell I've been doing this for a few hours? I'm going cross-eyed. Oh, apparently. Right, well, Swan can deal with that. I still don't know what happens when, like, the fucking Exodia aligns and all these get all fucked up, but I kind of don't want to know in some ways. And then, just send someone to work something that we know isn't going to melt down. Like, I don't know. Send someone back up here to work this. Probably friends up here as well, to be fair. Try and get that insight up a little bit. And then, okay, it's not meltdowns, of course, it's a dawn event. Oh, that's a lot up here. Right, I think it's probably best if... I mean, luckily these things basically don't attack. Like, really kind of a nothing burger on where these are. Like, you lot can deal with them. You lot can deal with them. You lot can deal with them. There's a couple on the upper layers that we might need to do something about, but we'll get to it eventually. Yeah, like the ones down there are like already gone. That one's already gone, which is great because I need you to move up to this one, and then once you two are done with this one, move to there. The clerks are actually murking them for the most part, which is, again, very funny to me. There we go, and we're all fine and dandy. Let me just call everyone back to their stations who needs to be called there. And you, there we go. Right, we need to do at least 2 training reps here. Before this next meltdown, because this is getting like a bit silly on how little training we're doing. So Zenki inside the feature and work with that. So I can remember what the first one is. I think I can work the rest out. Yeah, you there must mean you here, which must mean you here, and finally Antipixel on Porcubus here. I am gonna send again, my control kind of designated A-lift dealers to go to here and here. I don't particularly need to do this anymore. It's really not worth the risk of it, honestly. The bird has broken out. But yeah, alright. But this should mean that we can get like another training rep in. Then deal with this 5 meltdown, and then just kind of see what we're looking at with regards to the noon ordeal. And what we need to do to combat that. And that should also give us a decent chunk of PE boxes, which, like I say, with the fact that we are working these A-lifts whenever we get a chance now, should put us in the clear. I know it's 930 boxes, but, you know, we should still be fine. Right, queue all this up again for training. Boom. Bop. Bada bing. Bada boom. You alright up there, Gremory? I sure hope you are, because I've just asked you to work on this again. Where are you, actually? What's taking you so long to get here? Do I, like, not micro you back over here or something? It could be possible. I mean, it gave you some extra time to heal, so actually kind of a W, but... You know. Right, there we go. And let's have you live there. Right, neato. Don't have enough for another, so it's just a case of, you know, some odds and ends training. Like, who needs what? You two need, like, insight real bad. No, not insight, what am I saying? Attachment. So, you know what? I am gonna tempt greed a little bit here to try and get you your stats. Because it kind of makes sense that you guys have decent stats being this low down, because you've got to deal with the nastier stuff. And like I say, actual, like, work success chance is pretty fucking important when each hit can do, like, 1 billion damage. Well, not 1 billion, but, like, you know, you've got more hits you need to hit, otherwise you take 1 billion damage. And this is red damage as well, which you're actually kind of suited to deal with. And we need at least 16, I want to say. Ah, she was so close. Right, are we getting a breakout, is the question. Has my hubris got the better of me? It sure fucking has. Let's go. Right, who's moving through this corridor? We need you to just... Oh, God, don't stand there, for fuck's sake. Why are you all there? No. Right, where... Next question, where is it? We've established where it isn't. But we have yet to establish where it is. Is it still crawling out of its, It is. That'll be where it is. Cool. Hey, you're just going to stay here for a second. I'm not risking you doing... Okay, it's up there. Quickly make the dash there. I'm going to have, like, all of Central Command just ready on this as well, because it's easier for them to get to places here. Then... I suppose, really, I should also have noticed that you were up there and then been like, no. Try again. Go punch it in the face. Oh, I could totally slow bullet this thing once I've got a good, like, train behind it. Ah, that's an idea. Right, okay. Right, everyone head back there. We are now up and training. We don't care. But it does mean we get a chance to reposition some people. So, we're gonna, like... Just take a wild guess. Like... No, I guess this Central Command does still cover the most options in that regard. Like, I'm not gonna send someone up to there, because it's just not worth my time. Wait for it to teleport somewhere else. And that somewhere else is good fucking question. Where is it? It's there. Okay, right. I reckon we can do something about that. So all of you need to move to here. I'll see if I can get disciplinary in on this as well. I'm gonna slow you right down. There we are, and then okay. So those of you that are here, let's move to here. Some of you are going the wrong way, which is tragic. As for those of you who are going the right way, kill this thing. Wow, you guys are all really not gonna reach it in time, huh? That is kind of heartbreaking. Right, well in the meantime, you lot live here now. Okay. And then you lot move into there. Have I left anyone in a corridor anywhere? I don't believe I have, but it wouldn't be the first time that I have been stupid. You four, I mean, or you lot, I should say. More than 4 of you. Yeah, sure, go and try and hit it from behind there. fucking weirdly cursed. I was just about to say, like, this is actually just like backshots fish, but I actually hate the fact that I thought of that. This is no. Let's never speak of this again. Oh. Just me. How do I suppress this abnormality? Also me. Backshots fish. Right. So that's kind of annoying in the fact that we can't... Okay, you all have to live in control now, so we can't get around that thing easily. We're gonna have to wait for it to move to a different corridor. Where is it moving to, though? I don't know. There is not much better, but we'll give it a go. No. To here. Come on now. And now to there. No? We're just gonna stand here and... Okay, we're gonna ignore that one. Thank you. Yep, we might get like a hit off on it before it fucks off. I don't think we're even gonna get that. No, but okay, but hold on. But we do get like the best position to start heading it from here. Like, I reckon this is a kill, actually. Come on, and we're almost there. Don't let it get away. Thank fucking God. Okay, right. Everyone back to your fucking departments. I'm sick of your shit. There. Oh, so we have exactly one more before this 5 meltdown. Let's do... Yeah, I don't know. Probably someone working, like, in the site up here or something. Yeah. For rent, why not? Get up there. Go work with the scary fucking yin-yang fish. And then we'll see what's melting here. Right, there are 5 things melting. This is a tool. What's this one do again? Don't really like it, to be honest. Just gonna ignore it. Oh, goody goody gumdrops. It's all of these. Right. Haru, can I trust you to work this without fucking it up? Or, like, going mad? I'm going to give it a go. Don't make me regret that. I think, again, it's worth one of the people from welfare having a look at this. I think it was Kim that we sent there last time. Which means that might break out again, which, you know, fun. The bird we can absolutely work with. Just, like, literally anyone who happens to be nearby. It doesn't have to be rocket science with this one. But just, like, go poke it, I guess. You, the wolf, I don't need attachment, but, like, doesn't hate red damage. Or, you know, or, like, instinct. We could send Sergey there. I wouldn't, you know, mind that. Right. Get all that set up. I'm gonna wait until we deal with King of Greed again down here. Assuming they make it in time. Fucking hell. We're gonna be cutting this one a bit close. No, there we are. She is. She's in time. She's in time. Same sort of story here, though. Like, are we gonna make it? We are just about. Neat. And the luminous bracelet melts and we lose some, which is, you know, upsetting, but there's not too much we can do about it. Purple Noon is also, like, super easy, so we're fine. In fact, I'm pretty sure our, like... Hey, and we got a good work result there. Nice. We got a too good a work result with Haru, but hey, at least Haru lived, so that's something. Right, now training. Now we need to really get things going with these lots. And do. So get those lot going. We're gonna have control, you know, as is standard. Work a couple of these. Just make sure we're really securing those PE boxes. We probably don't necessarily need to at this point, but I think working them both once more this, like, you know, for today isn't a terrible idea. Again, it's just, you know, it's like an extra 40p boxes. Well, actually, no, a bit more than 40 because we get the buffs from having things like round up or whatever it is from training, I think. It's either training or safety. It gives us like, oh, hey, so you get like plus so many % boxes that you make. So, you know, it's always nice to have the extra kind of windfall around. Right, another training volley, I would say. There we are. Right. So, ba-bing. Ba-boom. Ba-bam. And ba-bongus. There we go. Punching bird is out. Another news water wet. Kinda do want to send people to work with King of Greed again, but also it's like such a pain in the arse if it does breach. It's like, there has to be another way around this. I guess the way around it is like temporarily just switch people's arm around. Yeah, that would be probably the more sensible. Well, no, to be fair, you guys resist red damage. Why am I not just sending you to work here? Yeah. Why am I even debating? Acacia should just be here. Okay, right. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep training to kind of like the elevator sides of wherever they are, like our training team. Where is Freischutz? Not Freischutz. Where's person who's meant to be working on Freischutz? Where do you live? Like, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know where Blina. The fuck they hang out? Like, Gremory, you didn't die there, did you? It's like, in which case, where the fuck are you? Oh, you're. Huh? Huh? What do you mean you're up there? Alright, sure, whatever, fuck. Neat. Let's move that there, shall we? Move that there, and then keep moving on. Because what we're now going to want to do is... actually, maybe a corner elevator for these two is better. Just make sure they're well away from any potential action. So we want to group up everyone else who's down here. Check you're both down here, right? Yeah, you must be. Yep, you sure are. Take it. Get back in there. Right. So we're going to just death ball everyone up. Put them in an elevator, like here. And then be like, right. I'm going to go hunt me some big purple fucking obelisks. Right after I send someone from information, probably again. Can we... there are better ways to work that. Okay, we'll send Paulness up here then. There you go. And here they are. Like... I swear there's never any of them downstairs. They all just spawn upstairs. Which, I mean, hey, works for me, you know, but... Right, let's kill that one first, shall we? Death ball into this. I'm honestly thinking like the clerks in Central Command might just take out the one that's down there. Is it really only spawned 4? Okay, you know what? They're giving it their level best, but please take care of Scarecrow searching for wisdom. I mean, we can. I don't know why it broke out. Maybe the tombstones had something to do with it. But yeah, sure, we can do that en route. Oh, there's another one there. Interesting. Well, there we go. That's that dealt with. Just quick pit stop. Where are you going? I said kill this. Gang, we're really fragmenting here. The point of a death ball is that you stick to fucking together. The whole point is that we stick together. Okay, that's not ideal, but it could be worse. A lot of things breaking out here. They grant us love. Cool, we've done that. Now let's send everyone to hit Schadenfreude and then just look away for a second. Because I'm thinking, after a little while... Sound of violence should go away. Yep, there we go. It's contained. Everyone can go back to their departments. I guess including control at this time. And then... There we go. We should be fine. I think to just run like another couple of training runs. Is about what I'm feeling here. Because that should make up our remaining bunch of P boxes. Right, Zenki, I kind of don't need you. I need the person standing directly behind you. Which I cannot select. Excellent. Right, there we are. Current dream. Can I have you back up here? Zenki, you could continue sitting there. Gremory, you can go back there. And Antipixel, you can go back there. Which means, from the bottom up, we are looking at just the same little rotation just to get our stats up. Here we go. More of them, and more of them. There we go. So then we should just be able to do a stat cleanup on the next day, and like I say, happy days from there, really. Ooh. Well, yeah, I think, you know, I think not a bad night tonight so far at all. We can absolutely get like 2 more runs in there. Which is pretty good, actually. Yeah, because that'll basically all but guarantee that like these guys are getting good stats at the end of this day. Which is, Jesus Christ, very loud. Nothing there in my one ear for some reason. Ugh. Right. There we go. Sorry, that completely threw off my train of thought. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, we can definitely get a couple more cycles of this in. I think we get another one. We might be just about fine, actually. I'm not sure if this is a gap of 4 or a gap of 5. It's probably a gap of 4, but then we have to deal with the 8 meltdown. But I guess I can just, you know, like end the day as soon as my lot have done their work. So, meh, who cares, really? Here we are. One last hurrah. For the evening, I think. And then we'll get some delicious stats. And then, yeah, I guess that leaves us with... Okay. Well, as long as you lot finish before then, I'm kind of alright. Keep an eye on things, because having this many breaches at this stage of the game would be pretty disastrous. So if you can just finish up with the child, please. There we go. Workday complete. We're out. Alright. Hey, Friend's got some stat boosts and one dropping, because God forbid information have anything. Paulness got some extra prudence. Eden up their temperance. Rightfully so, with working with like the silent orchestra of like 73 times in a row. Sergey is got a bit of extra fortitude, which is good. Acacia has got a bit of extra temperance, as has Haru, which again working with Aleph, so we'll do that. Kim's got a bit extra temperance. Antipixel's gone up to 5 fortitude 91, pretty good. Gremory 5 fortitude 100, excellent. Current Dreamer only 4 prudence. That's a huge whiff. I'm not sure what they were working on to get that. I think it was Child of the Galaxy, but yeah, that's pretty piss poor. And then Zenki, we're looking at Prudence 593, much better. Mason also got like the tiniest buff to Prudence you've ever seen. Yeah, I guess all that remains to do then is pick our tool for whatever we're doing next. Flesh Idol. No, not the train. Satisfaction is only temporary. Sure, we'll try something new. Why not? We pretty much know what all that stuff is. Ah, okay. And then this is, I think this triple question mark person is who I think Angela is. Kind of, you know, iffy, timey-wimey stuff, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. Ease up your tension and just close your eyes. Yes, just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible, so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles, no? But just wait. Now, fade away without a trace. Feel the water and air during the different seasons, inside a different dream and a different body, forgetting and remembering everything. You've already become something. I don't know what it is, but I've already left for somewhere long ago. Please don't look for me. I will no longer be able to teach you. Hey. Hey, you can't do that to me this late at night. Oh, and this is... Okay. This is revisiting this for the God knows how many times. Right, what voice did I give Malkuth? I think it was like, but Mr. A, please. I want to be part of the Cogito experiment. I'm all ready. I can prove it. Well, that was a bit more of odd, wasn't it? That particles scattered across the floor, sparkling in the light. Kill me. Please kill me. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just as you commanded, I have written up the job application form for our corporation. The reception is good. Everyone thinks that it's a new employment method that does not concentrate on just one's abilities. The number of applicants is projected to meet the initial calculation. The experiments are almost complete. We will soon hire people according to the order of priority you've stated. I've also arranged a meeting with the time track. Are you thinking about those who have left you? Time track, eh? Interesting. Interesting that was, like, capitalized weirdly as well. But it was still all one word. Right, do I do one more quick training day here? I think, you know, I think I know I was talking about that being the last day and all. But I think I do, actually. I want to work out what this is. And then, like, yeah, just give my guys some final bits of training. What are we looking at here? Aww. Wide use is 1. Okay, sure. So, Cedric, I've literally never seen this thing before in my life. Just actually tell me what it does. And also, we could double time that as well. Actually, that'd be great. Those who face the mirror of adjustment will have their stats randomly adjusted. Okay. Or what if you use it again? Do you explode? No. Well, I'm going to keep using it until you explode. If one faces mirror of adjustment more than once a day, all their stats will lower each subsequent time they face it. Oh, so all your stats are lowering. Oh god, yeah, your fucking fortitude is garbage now. Oh. Oops. Oopsie. Okay. Right, so we need to send different people in there. Understood. Hey, Tasha, you want to go and... we're just gonna fucking roll people's stats, I guess? Everyone go and fuck with this mirror. Which is Zion, at least, to be fair, so it's very unlikely to kill people, but... I would just like to know what it does. But yeah, so as a result of that, we do need to... those who face themselves in the mirror may appear the same, but in actuality they become completely different people. Okay, so we need 3 more uses to get the full whammy, as it were. So let's just send in, I don't know, like these 3 in welfare. Why not? Which means I'm going to send all 3 of them, really. No, actually, let's just send 3 people from Central Command. Because they've got to walk all that way otherwise. And that's like... not bothered with that. Just send some people who have 5s who we're not going to send to do much work today anyway. I think is the best way of going about this. Here we are. 1 more. And then, who else? So Susan, Igor, Ray, and Rogan can all use this. And then we'll have that fully unlocked. That'll be like, yep, great, thank you. We can just go back to some nice, peaceful leveling. Right, go. This is where it's just like, at the end of the day, all people who have used the mirror fucking died. Lamau gotcha. Because that feels like a very Lobotomy Corp thing to do. We almost there? Rogan, there we are. Took your time. There we are, right. Oh, it's all just lore. Neat. Okay, right. Well, everyone back to your stations. Hope you all enjoyed gawping at yourselves in the mirror. We've got some work to do. Namely, it is going to be justice for Zenki and Current Dreamer and prudence for... Okay, we can do that. So Anti-Pixel's going to start off with the prudence on Letitia. I then think it's prudent for us to kind of note that the prudence gains from like child were kind of dog shit yesterday. So like maybe we don't want to fuck with that too much. But also it's like it's a very safe like abnormality supposed to putting one of these people in just like, you know, the basically in red armor in front of a war. So I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think, yeah, it's not the best stat change we could possibly get, but... Oh, wait, hold on. I've done this completely wrong. You need to actually go down there, because we are going to be having to use Schadenfreude again. Because we need that justice. But yeah, other than that, that's kind of like our loop there. And then we need to, maybe we need to put, yeah, put, Cedric here in with Porcubus a little bit, because you are essentially the 5th trainee for today, thanks to that mirror. Which is a bit of an oopsie, but, you know, it had to be done. It didn't have to be done at all, but I wanted it to be done. Right, so we are looking at Anti-Pixel. Can work with Letitia, and then that leaves Gremory working with Child of the Galaxy. That leaves Current Dreamer beating up Schadenfreude, and Zenki hitting up Freischutz. Okay, so that's 2 lots of 5 we can get then. And then that's yeah. We get 2 loops of this, and then, like, a little something else, I think. Cedric, if you're actually going to be up here all day, if we're not, like, memeing about this, then, yeah, just, like, live up there, and then work this. There we go. Yeah, Jesus Christ, it's a bit of a state you found yourself in, lad. We're going to need to fix that. I mean, the temperance and justice is, like, fucking cracked now, which is all very well and good. But your everything else is, oh boy. I suppose if I really wanted to, and I really wanted to power level you, actually, I could send you to be with, Big Bad Wolf. Because you, like, resist... You resist red reasonably enough. Yeah, you know, maybe that's... But also it's a war, so training with it is a bit more, like, meh. Bit iffier. Fingus. Go. Redo these. Should have a nice quick day here as well, really, to be fair. Like I say, I saw that like we had a lot of faffing around on the previous day with I forgot to equip the armor. Oops. Yeah, I should do that. I should definitely equip the fucking armor and weapon that I spent ages farming for. Weapons plural. Oop. Okay, yeah. Right, that's good to know. Okay, so we get a couple extra here. So, for the purposes of making the day quick, we're just gonna work our A-lifts. I think we could do, or we could. Yeah, hold on. Who needs stats? Let's try and work a bit more methodically here. Igor somehow needs this again. Okay, Igor, can you work with Firebird? Wherever you've gone. And then Rogan, if you could work attachment here. I think that would be good. And then just a case of sending, like, I don't know, some information up to Yin again. Once they're done. Bird has broken out. My reaction to this information is I am fairly nonplussed. Okay, can't work with the Firebird here too many times. We can work with it like a decent number of times. And I guess even if it does break out, like, yeah, it kind of torches everything in here, but as long as we're careful with our 2 trainees here, it's not really the biggest deal. Right, that's what I was going to do. Like, instinct. For pawns. Get them a bit of that going. And then work out what's melting. We are looking at the fucking mirror. Okay, sure. And Child of the Galaxy. So, this essentially boils down to... I mean, that could have been a bit better. Like, it hitting the mirror is... Like, it's just kind of a bit annoying. It's not, like, you know, end of the world or anything, but it's like, well, I kind of would have quite liked to get some free PE boxes out of that, but alright. There we are. So let's work all of those. Send someone from, like, Central who hasn't used this yet. Or safety, actually. You know what, London, you want your stats randomly fucked with? Come down here. Assuming you can make it in time. And then, yeah, like our other shit's been taken care of. So I guess I could send Rogan in to attach with this and Igore to work with Firebird again. What if we sent Igore to work here? Or Haru to work here, actually, because they also need a bit of instinct, and they resist white a lot better. Right, there we go. Hey. Saves us a few PE boxes. It's not much, but... So how did your stats get adjusted? Your justice is now garbage. Nice. That's all that did. Starting to think this mirror is not brilliant. But, oh well. We did forget to put you in here. So I'm going to do that now. Actually, no, I guess we're on a 5, so we'll just do it as part of this next wave, because we did forget it that first time, but oh well. Right. Antipixel, and then Bremery, and then Rima, and then Zenki, and then special musical guest, fucking Cedric. Get those lot in there. There's some more stats on the go. How are we looking? Is everyone... Yeah, everyone does appear to be working. So I guess we could... I think just once I'm going to do the A-lifts. I know I said I didn't necessarily need to, but I'm start looking at our PE boxes and I'm like, you know, this could be better. Let's just have these two take care of this. There we go. And then we'll wait for those two to go through, and then we'll just work with something like fairly benign. And then, yeah. Oh, I've actually left control up in control for once. Oops. Explain why they're taking so long to get here. I was like, oh, you guys meant to have really fast move speed? Oh, yeah, but if I put you on, like, you know, the other side of the fucking continent, then it will take you a little while to get there, no matter how fast you are. That's fair enough. That's on me. Ooh. Okay, so we're probably going to ding about 400 before going into this Dawn event, which is reasonably on track. Oh, okay, just under 400, 394. Yeah, we're dinging an it'll do amount. Hey, Eden, where did you go? You already... Like, Scarpa? Yeah, can you stay down here? I don't mind the rest of control being up there, but you two being the, like, people who need to deal with airlifts should probably stick near them. In my personal opinion. Right, And who do I want to send for the one time here? No, I'm not going to send someone to King of Greed. That would be silly. Who last worked with, Haru Instinct Black Swan? What a fantastic suggestion. Let's do it again. And then we have the little purple slugs, which we can... I mean, honestly, I say we can deal with. I can probably just fucking ignore them and let the clerks deal with them, but... I will deign to, you know, bend down and, care about them a bit. Right, you can solo that, I'm pretty sure. You lot can deal with that. You two can absolutely deal with that. You lot deal with that. You two deal with that. You lot deal with that. You lot deal with that. Which should just leave you lot to deal with that. Right, there we go. That should be all of them. Except for maybe this one. Unless that's the one information you're going to go and grab. It is not. In which case, congratulations, information. You can now... Oh, but what? I was saying, congratulations, information. You now get to go there and kill that. There we go. Immediately into a blue noon. All right, then. Alrighty, righty then. So, not a huge issue by any stretch of the imagination. We've dealt with blue noons before. They're really not that bad. Is this an SCP game? And it's SCP. Yeah, well, Zenki's beat me to it, but yeah, it's an SCP-inspired game. So you're managing little kind of like, you know, abnormalities we call them, but like SCP-style things that all have their own different quirks and ways they like being dealt with. And you're trying to make sure that you kind of like poke them with sticks so you can get energy out of them without them becoming too angry and like breaking out and murdering basically all of your staff. I'm currently trying to just having a nice chill time, training up some of my newer staff to get better stats. So you can see, whereas 96, 96. I don't remember what I immediately thought you meant 99 for a second there, as in like the slime, but yeah. I don't remember what 96 is again. Because yeah, I probably should know it, but it's escaping me at the minute. What is SCP-96? I should know this. Should know this. It's gone. It's gone. Try as I might, I shall have to look it up at some point. Maybe once I've set all these people to go work their respective. Oh yeah. Alright, 1 second. SCP-96. Gotta look this up. It is... Oh! Yeah, of course. Shy Guy, right? Yeah, well, I guess the closest thing we have to it is, this guy here, Schadenfreude. Doesn't like being looked at. Yeah, in fact, his main mechanic is, if you look at it, it will, like, fucking break out and kill you with buzzsaws. But yeah, that's your Shy Guy analogy in terms of, I guess, you know, mechanic, I guess? In terms of feel, if you're just looking for like a creepy tall dude, I mean, plenty of them about. We have creepy tall statue dude. Did you say with buzzsaws? Oh, yeah. In fact, I'll tell you what, let me demonstrate that. So, if I, because I reckon I can do this and show off a little bit here. If I put someone fairly strong, actually, yeah, let me cancel these for a second. If I put someone fairly strong in here for a second, so this doesn't take, like, forever. Send Chris down here. So the whole idea is you're not meant to have this on your screen while you're working with it. But if I just, like, fully, like, just, hello, I am currently watching you, then, yeah, this shit happens. Like, it grows legs, and then... Okay, can you not attack my weaker employees? That would be, like, really uncool of you to do that. Also, hey, I mean, Chris, do you want to suppress this, maybe? Buddy? Who thought giving buzzsaws to 96 was a good idea? Yeah, look, there they are. It's like, oh, cool. So luckily, I picked my most pog guy to get in there, so he's just like, can you not? There we go, that's that dealt with. But yeah, that's what that looks like when it's out and about. Oh my fucking god, yeah. It's, that's one of the more tame abnormalities. That's one of the ones, like, there's like, danger classes for all these. What the fuck, how strong are these employees? That one, in particular, Chris, is incredibly strong because he has the armor from this thing down here. So I'm saying there's different classifications of abnormalities. Like, you've got the Zayn, like the green ones that are, like, very chill. You've got Teth, which are a bit dangerous. HE, a bit more dangerous, which are what, you know, Buzzsaws McGee is. You've got War, which is, like, very dangerous. And then you've got Aleph, which is, Jesus fucking Christ, this is going to, you know, this is going to, like, rip your facility apart if you look at it wrong. So Chris is wearing the armor from this guy, which is very strong because this abnormality is very strong, because if it breaks out, it's basically just like, welp, we're fucked. Like, there is... I think I did technically beat it. What is that thing down there anyway? I don't see anything. Oh, well, yeah, true. It's a completely empty container, and that's why it's so dangerous. It says there's nothing there. True. Oh. But yeah, say some of the A-lists have got collected is, you know, obviously the completely empty container. The foot fetish abnormality. That's weird. And this orchestra bastard who I had to farm a bit earlier on this stream for all of his good items. And then I completely forgot to equip any of them because I'm very smart like that. But yeah. What kind of eldritch abomination is that? I mean, which one, honestly? Take your pick. But yeah, this one is, it's like a black hole that convinces you to throw yourself into the middle of it if it gets out. It's not great for, morale, I guess, is what we're going to go for there. It's, you know, there are things that have been better for, team morale. Alright, anyway, I'm going to put these on, so if I'm getting this correctly, Aleph in this game is like a Polygon or something in SCP. Yeah, essentially. It's like your Zayn are like your almost like safe class ones. Your Teth, your Euclids, your like HE, your HE / your Wars are you like your Ketters. Kind of, and then like I say your Alephs are your like your Ketter / Apollyon / you know, other stuff. You also have like some abnormalities that are just tools that you can like pick up and give to your employees, and sometimes they're helpful and sometimes they just like fucking headburst them. It depends on what they're feeling like. Like I've just worked out what this mirror does, and what it does is it this mirror over here, and what it does is it randomly shuffles all my employees' stats, which is like, okay, it's not very useful, but sure. I guess it's a thing I have now. Have you gotten the train tool before? Yes, I have. Fuck the train. But, like, no. Awful. Got it, so don't touch any sketchy tools in the facility. Precisely, yes, because they all do weird stuff. And yeah, to answer your question, Current Dreamer, yeah. What are the odds that a Class D will escape the facility? Well, the Class Ds in this case are probably, like, you see how I've got, like, named employees, these agents, that have, like, all of the fancy, like, abnormality armor and that? And then you've just got, like, these randos walking around. Yeah, the randos are, like, your D classes. In fact, if I want to, I can just choose to, like, execute them. I can just choose to, like, have them not exist anymore. Which you may need to do selectively. So they're D-class? Yeah, essentially. They don't have any... They only have, like designations as opposed to proper names, and they don't really get, like, full training, and I can just choose to, like, you know... I can choose to kill them whenever the hell I want. Oop, that's still working. Don't look at Schadenfreude. But they're so cute, though. Yeah, they're cute until, They're cute until I go insane. Well, that's cute, then. Aren't they supposed to be death row mates? Well, yeah, you see, the world this is in, like, the stuff that the SCP Foundation will reserve for death row inmates is just put on normal fucking employees here. And it's just like, damn, you showed up to work today and your manager decided to actually shoot that man. And it's just like, well, them's the breaks, kids. Sorry about that. It's a very interesting kind of lore this world has going to it for it. I'll say. Where is Cedric? He needs more of this, and I need he probably needs someone to like fuck with the wolf again. Like, yeah, Rogan, go and give the wolf a hug. Bro, this world's fucked up. Yeah. The SCP universe is one of the worst universes to live in all of fiction. I mean, this one is like pretty down there. In fact, what we're about to see in a minute is you'll notice this bar's been filling up the more I've been working with stuff. When it gets full, something happens. In this case, a noon event. This particular noon event is going to summon the sweepers, which are the people who live on the streets outside of our facility. And they're kind of brutal. They're kind of nasty with it. Right. I'm going to group all of my... I guess they're only weaker in armor now as opposed to stats. I'm going to group all of my employees that could potentially get caught by the sweepers out here. Are you telling me just regular ass people get lives as hard as the people who get the short end of the stick in SCP? Yeah, it's a brutal world. I swear this game feels underrated now. Honestly, it's a classic and it's a great start. Like, it can get a bit grindy. Like, all I've done tonight on stream basically is just, like, you know, grind through some days and some levels. And it's been fun, you know, we've had some laughs and some jokes and all that. But, it can be a bit like that. But, like, I think this and then the two other games in the same universe, Library of Ruiner and Limbus Company, are, you know, like, they're all very dark in their terms of lore. Like the previous cutscene we had for this day was just one of the like, senior managers just asking us to kill them. It's just like, I don't want to fucking be here. And also, like, if you want to take the time for it, every abnormality you unlock has, like, a whole shtick of lore about it. So if you enjoy reading your SCP files, there's, like, you get an SCP file and, like, lore with every single one of these you unlock. You're not even allowed to quit your job here. Oh, absolutely not, no. The way the main AI who overruns this place says it is that, like, you know, employees here are actors on a stage. If an actor leaves the stage before they've said their lines, their role is complete, they're of no use to anyone, so they just get fucking killed. It's like, you either die when you're designated, or we're gonna kill you anyway. It's rough. Anyway, let's get to those sweepers. Let's get to those denizens who just live outside of this. I need to send someone, like, fairly inconspicuous to just, like... Go on a death ball the sweepers, actually. People have quit Corp before in the law, they just get executed. Yeah, precisely my point, Dreamer. It's just like, you can technically quit, but, you know, the consequences. Right, let's have, I've just got Cedric in here somewhere, haven't I? There you are, Cedric. Let's move you here. I'm gonna have, like, 2 smaller death balls, I think, and then just try and keep you lot over to the side here. And then let's have all of you group up in, like, the center of Central Command. And then, I don't know. One of you need... I guess Current Dreamer can go, I can't believe I found it. A world objectively darker than the SCP verse. Yeah. It's, like I say, it's SCP inspired, but they really do crank up the, hey, this shit's fucked, angle. Alright, sweepers. When night falls on the back streets, they come. So we have 3 groups. I'm most concerned about this group because their nearest are... But yeah, look at these guys. It's just like, ooh. Okay. The R-Corp people are the only people allowed in the facility and they get their memory wiped every time they come. Is working at Lobotomy a fate worse than death, though? It depends on who you are. If you're the manager like me, I get a pretty cushy job. Are there mobile task force in this game? Well, actually, yeah. You just, I could call one down, actually. You know what? Why not? I'm going to call one down. So, as Current Dreamer said there are, the sweepers are really cool. They're a pretty big part of the lore in the other games, too. Yeah, like I said, them being like the people who live on the back streets, you know, like outside of the facility we're in. But with regards to mobile task forces, Current Dreamer mentioned R-Corp there, which is the Rabbit Corp. So I guess you can have like a mobile task force, but they have to have their memories wiped every time they leave this place because, like, we cannot let what we're doing here get out. So we can call in this, like, essentially like specialist SWAT team. It does cost energy, but like, it's worth it. They're fucking cool. So we can lock down a department. By the way, if I've got any of my people in that department, like, literally, the department to which the Rabbit team is called will be completely sealed and blocked off. All employees currently in the department will immediately panic. Any employee who by chance enters the restricted area will be unable to leave. Like, the Rabbits cleanse everything. It's just, make sure you have your employees out the area too. Yeah, I'm just going to double check that, actually. Yeah, they're all gone. There's some clerks about, but meh, clerks. It's like, oh no, I'm sorry, clerks. Yeah, you picked the wrong day to come into work. There we are. We now have the Rabbit squadrons who are going to deal with these sweepers, at least down here. All of you are out there. Oh, hey, here we are. There's another group. You lot can go there then. Clerks are expendable for a reason. Indeed, Simply Lawful. And also, hi, welcome on in. Nice to see you. Right, move you down there, and I'm trying to kind of juggle a couple of different groups of them at a time here. But yeah, we can see the rabbits get to work. Rabbits have come to graze the grass. Yeah, and like I say, they do not leave until everything in that department's dead. Clerks included. And agents included, actually. Okay, those sweepers are down there. Those sweepers are down there. There's a couple up in control that could still use some dealing with. Force again, all we need is some grass. Okay, there we go. Right. Now, if you could, like, not heal off my dead clerks, that would be great. Oh, hey, you actually didn't. Neat. And then you up here. You two up here, I should say. Right, there's still one of them about. Oh, it's over there, right. We're fine. We're fine. He's walking around. They are, yeah, they are messing up my clerks. There we go, got him. Right, everyone back to your departments. I need to work out where everyone's going again. Okay, 657 out of 980 is not bad at all. Call everyone back there. And then, yeah, back to training. So, I believe we want, like, everyone except one person up here. Like, Antipixel, Current Dreamer, and Gremory all basically need to go. If I recall, the rabbits are the personnel that deal with the reality benders, right? So are you dealing with, like, reality warping SCPs in a facility or something? Sometimes, yeah. I mean, like, I think Blue Star's whole shtick is that, like, I don't know, it's meant to be like a portal to somewhere. Or maybe it's just it poses as being a portal to somewhere and people keep throwing themselves into it. The lore behind the rabbits explained in the Library of Runa is actually so cool. I can't wait to finally get to Library of Runa at some point. Like I say, I've always said I'm not going to play the other Project Moon games until I finish Lobotomy Corp. I've been very stubborn about that. Where the hell is... There we go. Right, so you need to stay... Well, two of you need to stay up here, actually. Okay, there's Antipixel, there's Gremory. Well, Antipixel needs to go down here. Where is... Okay, you're slower for some reason. Neat. Yeah. Yeah, it's best experienced in order. Does that have anything to do with the cloned immortal super soldiers? Did they just clone people and send them in to kill everything and self-destruct after? Like I say, having not played Library of Runa myself, I'm not entirely sure. Like, I know they don't self-destruct, otherwise there'd be no reason to wipe their memories every time they leave. Like, I think it's actual people. But, like, there's a big kind of thing in the meeting where they have to draw up the contract, and the rabbit's like, oh yeah, we've drawn this up like the first time, and everyone else in the room is like, this is like the fucking 500th time we've been here, and you're saying the same shit, but sure. I guess it's kind of on us. Yeah. That'd be something the SCP Foundation probably do as super tech. Yeah, it does sound like it'd be right up their alley, to be fair. I can definitely foresee a world where that's a thing. Where is my dudes that I'm meant to be training? Okay, right. Maybe we get one more wrap of the what you call them? Is Zenki still over here? Okay, Zenki, I need you to like live here for a bit and then go and work there. There we go. Get them lot. Cedric, how are you doing? Can't notice you're back down here, which is again not ideal. Considering I need you to work on this to get your instinct back up, given that the mirror kind of. Oh god. Oh, no, it's fine. I thought it was something dangerous. It's just the bird. Ignore the bird. It's totally fine. It's just got to go and pick someone to punch for a bit. Because it gets angry if you don't work with it. But yeah, other than that, it's fine. We finished working with Schadenfreude? We have. Good. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm gonna do what I said I would and do a couple of Aleph works. That means I need to get control back down here. Didn't move them down. Oh, the bird started punching someone. Annoying as bird. Oh. Right, there we go. Anyways, have fun with the game. I'm gonna check it out myself too. Yeah, well, I say glad I could show it to you. It's a very cool game. I think it's very much on Steam. And like I say, series is best experienced in order, so give this a go. It's a tough game, but it's a good one. So yeah, you've got like this, and then you've got Library of Runa, and then you've got Limbus Company. All Project Moon games, all pretty cool. But yeah, thanks very much for stopping by anyway, Everett. Nice to see you. Okay, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. More training. I assume this isn't going to trigger them out now. Wait, how hard is this game? So, it's a game where by design you're not meant to get it right the first try, I'll say. Like, this is my... Like, I'm only probably doing as well as I am this far in the game because I kind of know some things about the game. But, like, save that with that Schadenfreude thing. If I know what to do with it, it's fine. But there's a lot of trial and error in working out why it keeps breaking out and stuff without, like, knowing. It's like I say, it's definitely, you know, like, not the easiest thing because you've got to spend a little while working stuff out. And sometimes you will just put yourself in a position where it's like, I shouldn't have chosen this really hard abnormality this early in the game. I'm going to have to, like, you know... wind back a few days and re-roll it, which the game does give you the option to do. You can do this rewind to memory repository thing. Pretty difficult game, but I know some people have downloaded mods to make it easier if they get really stuck. There's like trial and error. Essentially, yeah, a lot of it is like, okay, like which one of these options doesn't instantly kill me? and then you do the one that you find that doesn't. Or if there is none available, and it's like, okay, I might need to wind back a few days and, you know, try some different abnormalities instead of the ones I picked. Things like reagents don't have permadeath, they just arrive at the end of each day. So yeah, whereas for me it is, I mean, it is like, or at least in vanilla, it is permadeath, so I'm just like, well, if one of them dies, I'm just like retrying the day. Undertale, but you know, harder than Undertale. Definitely harder than Undertale, if I had to gauge things. Right, I think I can get another one of these going. Let me quickly get that rolling, as it were. There we go. And then a couple of these up here as well. Do I think you can get 5? I will wait and see. Right, there we go. We do have enough for 5, so we'll get that. Hopefully it's not the Kaizo kind of trial. I wouldn't say it's quite Kaizo. But like I say, it is possible entirely by accident, you know, to put yourself in some like unwinnable situations. So it's just something you've got to like anticipate that, like, you know, if you're not getting through it, there's actually a Kaizo mod for this game though. Please no, it's hard enough as it is. Oh no. It's pretty fun. Like I say, I imagine once you know what you're doing, it's pretty fun. Yeah, but it's just like, ooh, I don't know. I don't think I could hack that. But if it's your cup of tea, more power to you. Right, what do I want to work on? Like again, probably just give someone information, some like stuff. Sure. But yeah, I would say it's not quite Kaizo, but you know, you definitely shouldn't beat yourself up if you struggle with it. Like the first, you know, on your first like couple of run-throughs specifically, it's just like, yeah, that's just how it be. Right, Chris, pick this up. I don't want to pick up the bracelet. We can do another training run to get some of these out. Before all of this melts down. That there, that there. That there. That there. No, hang on. That's wrong. Yeah, that there. That's what I was trying to say. And that there. And then we can get Cedric to work for this, which leaves us with the bird is melting, but I guess we can just put whoever in there. Haru, sure, go instinct the bird. And then we need someone on Firebird. I'm thinking Igore. There was someone who needed insight there. Susan can do that. And then, just for good measure, I'm going to not do that because Chris is picking up this. Right. Okay, we should be fine. Like I said, just keep our eyes off Schadenfreude. We should be home dry. Really? Gonna lose like a little bit of energy for not dealing with the bracelet, but you know, the thing with dealing with the bracelet is that it could just fucking kill someone, so I'd rather not, I'm entirely honest. Should be done with Schadenfreude now, we sure are. Okay, yeah, 9:56, so one more training run, and we will be there. Let's get that going. And because then it should mean we've got like 4 nicely trained up employees, with which we can give some proper gear next time, and then start looking at the oh so terrifying meltdowns. Right, there we are. Put a bunch of those in. Oh god, don't look at Schadenfreude, I forgot. When will I learn? When will I learn not to look at it? there we go. Excellent. You should be done here. There's a couple of other little jobs we could send to do people. Like, let's have you here. And I don't particularly want Firebird to break out, I'm going to be honest. So I'm just going to have Susan work this again. And then, yeah, like, I'll call that kind of quits after that, I think. No, actually, I can send one more person up here. Like, on information, maybe, to work a bit of this. There we go. There we go. And then that should be basically there. I can get one more bit of work in. Well, you know, let's try and really squeeze the last drop of utility out of this day, then. By sending Cedric to work this again. Because I think he needs it after the kind of statting day he's had. It's been a rough one. Okay. There we go. And I think that's all the work done now. So yeah, day 34 complete. Bada bing. Paulus has got up to Fortitude 5. That's good. Working with Yin helped him. Rogan Temperance 5, over 100. Nice. Egray Fortitude 5, just about. Susan Prudence 5, 98. Love to see it. Cedric Fortitude 5 at 90. Haru Fortitude 5 at 87. So we did manage to recover his stats, thank God. Antipixel Prudence 5 at 99. Loving it. Prudence 5 at 81. Okay. Prudence 5 at 79. We did get it up to 5. And Justice 5 at 91. Justice 5 at 94. Excellente. Right. So I believe we've just got a cutscene to read. Whatever this says. Good morning, X. Based on your reaction, it seems that the synchronization is complete. I can now tell what moment you're reminiscing about just by looking at your expression. I also happen to know that the process always ends with the same expression and fear. You're a prisoner. You locked yourself inside this prison without bars. However, the key has always been in your hand. My role was to correct you wherever you made a wrong decision. Now, I'm quite tired. I don't understand why you chose to repeat the cycle, nor do I know what kind of results you hope to achieve while slowly killing yourself. Frankly, I don't really wish to know. But in this moment, while you hold the fragments of what when you once were A, I would be ever so glad if you stopped this cycle now. I should change my greeting as well. It was getting tedious. Hello anew, A. I give you a warm welcome back to your Lobotomy Corporation. And that's disciplinary up to level 5. So, do we get more beeping? Interesting. Sure. Okay, so I'm going to assume we don't get, like, meltdowns today. I mean, if we do, I'll do one. Like, obviously not this stream, but, like, you know, I mean, on day 35. Expand Chesid's department to 5. It is. But, alright. It must be past day 37. Okay, yes, they're all past day 37. Cool, so we have like 1 or 2 more days to deal with that, and then, yeah, we'll be on to meltdowns again. Yippee! Right. Well, I think that's going to do me for tonight. About just under 4 hours of Lobotomy Corp. Oops, I've clicked completely out of that. I meant to quit back to main menu, but I guess I'm quitting out to here now. Whoop. Have I got this set up properly? Hey, there we go. Sure, I can chat here for a bit. And let me get my background music on, because why not? It says welcome. It's actually going to be goodbye, because I'm going to go and find someone for those of us who are here to raid. I'm feeling. What do we got? Yeah, I like that. We'll go there, shall we? I got any? Yeah, we'll go there. Right. I'm gonna go and raid here. So go and say hi. Go and tell them that Artie sent you. As soon as we raid in here. Cool. And as for everyone else watching on the YouTube or other sides, I will, see you all later. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.